Hey everybody, welcome back to Scion. It's been like 3 years since we played this game.
Yeah.
So, if you don't know what's going on, like I said with D&D last week, that's fine. Because we probably sort of know what's going on. Uh, but we're kind of at a point where things are kind of starting anew. So, uh, the group of us helped out Hamza Kurdi, got him off the mountain, got him back to his normal self, reunited with his wife, and got him out of the grasp of whatever strange magic was on the knife he had been wielding for quite a while. So, and we did our part of the job for Bill, which was get the knife and get it back to him, and he took care of it. Sylvia was not meant to bond with it, as we discovered. So yeah, no blood magic going on here yet. And yeah, that's the key.
There's a little bit of blood magic.
There was
No,
a tiny bit of inadvertent
Just
maybe
touch.
blood magic.
Yeah. That's all good.
um, and then Quinn decided he had enough of this very strange stuff, and he wanted to get away from it all and just get back to a normal life. So he's moved to the East Coast. And as we were wrapping up last time, Bill introduced a young woman to the rest of the folks who were gathered in the pool hall, and we were about to, I believe, find out about maybe another job that we need to do for good old Bill.
That's right. Yeah, you all were invited to Jill's pool hall as per usual. And yeah, Bill was sitting there where we left it off. He was looking a little more sour than usual, which may or may not have something to do with the young lady to his right. And he says, "Welcome," as you come in. And there you see. And you want to go ahead and describe Hannah a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, she basically looks like that picture, I guess. But yeah, a short, obviously teenage girl, young woman.
You got to make an entrance.
Yeah, bogey, good. Yeah, short, kind of tousled, curly hair, dark hoodie, dark jeans, sneakers. Looks, like sort of an odd mix of weirdly comfortable, but also a little jumpy. Like, not that she feels maybe necessarily out of place here, like the kind of person who sort of rolls with the situation, but also kind of watching her back because maybe isn't quite so sure about, I don't know, this part of town or strangers. But yeah, and looks like, I don't know, gives off a bit of an air of someone who keeps an eye on her surroundings, and also maybe is used to taking care of herself. I guess I would put it that way. What is this?
Yeah, but just younger.
Let me see what's going on here. I have to look.
Yep.
What do we got? Sorta. Yeah. Sorta.
Less
You're not-
pointy nose.
Yeah, you're not on the wrong track there.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, more teenagery though.
Love
Just
it.
a less mature version.
Yeah, and she's
Right.
just kind of like leaning back in her chair, taking it all in.
And as another recall, so when you dropped off the dagger, you all had questions. Bill answered a good number of them. I think it's become much more clear at this point. Like, yeah, there's mystical stuff in the world, and now you're a part of it. Quinn decided not to, so he walked away.
Now we know we're a part of it.
Now you know you're a part of it.
We're always a part of it.
Right. Right.
Well,
To clarify, right now it's
Quinn
now
wanted
it's
to be apart
known.
from it.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
And that was all established last time.
Mhm.
So just as a nice reminder, it might still be surprising when these things happen, but you recognize that it is a part of your world now.
You're not allowed to complain anymore.
No, you can complain as much as you want. Oh boy.
Now what?
We'll see.
Yeah,
We'll see. The yellow's a little much.
It's kind of
For
bright.
her.
Yellow is
Yeah.
pretty aggressive.
What's that girl's name? I don't remember.
Megasonic.
Teenage Warhead.
Megasonic.
Teenage Warhead.
Yeah.
I was thinking Vin from Mistborn, but
Oh yeah.
Maybe a few elements of Vin too. Yeah, it seems kind of streetwise and sort of ready for
Vin's a much better character.
Vin's pretty great.
The
Yeah.
Negasonic teenage whatever.
Vin has less of an attitude.
Yeah.
For sure.
Maybe more issues, but less of an attitude.
Yeah.
So you enter around the table. Bill says, "Welcome." He motions over to the girl to his right and says, "This is Hannah. She'll be your fifth."
So is this still like
Yes.
This is that This 2 weeks after you
The
dropped
last
off the dagger.
okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Just need to know
Yeah. So
the
this is after
timeline.
all the downtime and everything that
Gotcha.
we've discussed, or I've forgotten to write you back in those emails about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know. And so this is 2 weeks later, or a week and a half later, whatever it was.
hi Hannah, welcome. I guess to the team.
Yeah. Thanks. A team. You're like a team.
We're a group, man. Like
Something.
a team is playing against something else, but we're working together to learn something as a group.
I was like a study group.
No,
Okay.
no, we're learning. We're studying, but we're not just studying.
Okay.
Yeah, we're pretty much a team, Hannah.
Team. All right.
I
I don't
guess.
know, this seems so confrontational. Like we're not confronting something; we're navigating.
Well,
We're a unit.
Like you don't.
all right.
How long have you
Semantics.
all known each other?
I mean, it's been like what, a month? How long has it been?
A little bit longer.
Yeah.
You've had a couple of downtimes, and it's probably a month and a half. Yeah.
weeks.
So it's been about 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
Okay. And he made you all like meet and told you like, oh, weird stuff is going on in the world, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Are
I
you,
think it was more coercion. As I look at Bill,
He shrugs. I mean, I offered you money. If that was coercion, then it worked.
you offered me money after, but we can get technicalities later. In the meantime, what are we here for, Bill? Besides meeting your niece or whoever this is.
No.
No, we're not related. So there is goblet, chalice. I don't know what you would call it. And this one shouldn't be too hard to find. It's just a matter of getting it ahead of. Yeah, we know her name now. Ahead of Paola.
Goblet. Yeah, this is like this like ye oldie shit. What?
Some of the stuff
Who says
is
Who says goblet?
I don't know. What would you
Okay.
rather call it?
I mean, is it like are we going to some kind of like artifact? It's like archaeology stuff.
Well, it's already been dug up, so that part's taken care of.
Okay. So not an archaeology team. Okay,
No.
Got it.
It's actually at the local auction house, and it's up for auction in a few days.
I'm guessing we wouldn't be able to afford it.
No, probably not. You could try.
More extra legal activities. Got it.
Well, I don't have to be. If you can afford it, you can afford it.
And this,
Drew, you're cutting in and out a little bit.
Paula,
You were cutting in and out. Could you try again?
fantastic. All right.
We heard this Paula.
This Paula.
Paula.
This Paula.
Oh, so do we assume Paul
It's better
Oh,
than
man.
Do we assume
knows
Paula?
about this?
Oh.
Oh boy.
Um,
Well, I got more of it this time. He'll catch up when he watches
I
the
think he was
episode again.
saying. Yeah, I think he was saying, do we assume Paula knows about this too? I think it's.
I think that we have to assume that she knows about everything, including the things that we don't know about.
Pretty safe to assume she knows about this one. He'll text you the website to the listing itself. So I mean, it's not too hard to find. I mean, by itself, it's a pretty, thing to drink out of. But we can assume that she knows what it is if I know what it is.
Do you want us to go like buy and or steal a fancy cup from an auction house?
You got it.
All right.
Is there a backstory to this goblet?
It's a backstory to all of these. I might not actually know it though.
Why don't we just go to the auction house and see if they just let us in, you know?
I mean, we want this to be like low key,
Yeah.
right?
Loki? No, not like Loki.
Oh, like low key, like low.
Oh, low
low
key.
key.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
don't want to,
Low-key.
we don't want to, yeah. Like, we just want it to be low key.
Yeah, this isn't a Disney Plus situation.
This is,
Oh, go ahead. Nothing.
All right.
All right.
We'll go to an
No,
auction
it-
house.
Yeah, this one's pretty straightforward. And I mean, you can just try to buy it. I mean, it's an auction.
I'm assuming it's going to go for a pretty penny.
Probably more than one. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, most people don't know what this really is.
yeah, but you only need 2 people to know what it is for something to go for quite a lot.
There you
Or
go.
get stolen beforehand.
And there you go.
No, I think I can just go and get it, you know?
You probably
Yeah?
can't. Yeah.
At this point, I'm assuming you can do everything, Bogey. So let's go for it.
It's just a space, like, we can enter a space, leave it.
All right. I know, like I'm
Knight
new to
or-
the team or the squad or whatever you're calling yourselves.
Unit.
Unit. Sure. I don't know. That's like
Thank
probably
you.
the last one I would use, but
Yeah. It's because you're a teenager. Go ahead.
okay. But like, so this guy, your plan is to like walk into the place and just be it, like go in and take it and like walk away with it, and the rest of you are like, yeah, that's a good plan.
Yeah, Yeah, you haven't been around here too long. You'll get used to it.
I mean, that doesn't seem like it's gonna work.
No, it probably won't
Okay.
the way we want it to.
Okay.
But like it could, and if it did work, then like we have it. Then
You also weren't mauled by a cougar, attacked by a pack of wolves that shouldn't exist in the place that they exist. And let's see. Oh yeah, Des, you want to show her your wicked scar?
Don't forget about the knife that dripped blood.
it didn't drip
yeah.
blood; it absorbed it.
Right. Oh, right. Sorry. Absorb blood.
And then the map that absorbed the same blood.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Bill said there was some like weird stuff.
And then there was some weird stuff. Yeah.
That's pretty weird. Like cougars?
Yeah.
And wolves and stuff?
Oh, cougars are fine, but wolves, like, we walked with wolves, Hannah.
I mean, why'd you do that?
Because they were there. They were present in this space, and they're not supposed to be. Like, cougars, yeah. Coyotes, yeah. But wolves? That was significant. That was a space of significance.
I mean, maybe don't go there then.
Yeah, that was the only way that we got the knife. So at this point, anything's possible.
The knife that absorbed the blood.
Yep.
Okay.
You're catching on pretty quick.
Do you guys hear me now?
We
No.
hear you.
I hear you.
All right. Yeah, that's a bad plan. But
You say the bogey's plan.
yeah.
Okay.
Like a bad plan, but you're gonna do it anyway, or
I would have said. I mean, let's leave that as like an option, right? Like, but maybe go check things out a little bit. And,
Are you gonna go in as cleaners again? Is that what we're doing?
Nah, I figured I'd go into security.
I mean,
You have a gun?
you don't look a lot like security. I'm just gonna say that. I mean, you don't look like a security guy, so that would probably be kind of sus.
Nah, like, just because I'm like this in this space doesn't mean that this is how things have to be. Like, you've got to be like the place that you're in. You can't be separate from it.
If we're gonna do security, I look at Carter. He's our man.
Yeah, you can be security too.
That's almost what I said.
we don't think we can
Hannah-
just buy it and distract the opposition.
I don't think we're gonna be able to afford it.
No, I mean, if nobody knows what it is, I mean, we could,
I bet it's an old-looking goblet, and usually old-looking goblets, as our young friend here has pointed out, nobody uses that word anymore, so it's probably pretty old just by its name. So it's probably going to go for more than we can afford.
I mean, more than like what Bill gave us. Like, you think?
Hey man, we got to live, bro. Sis, sorry, we got to
I mean,
live.
some of us have other jobs.
Yeah.
Right. Some of you are allowed to have another job.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, but like we can keep you afloat. Like,
that money was just extra. I didn't need it.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
Just rub it in.
I'm not trying to rub it in.
I mean, but again, you failed, so
I'm just
it's okay.
look like
I'm gonna go spend whatever dollars I have to go get another drink. Thanks, Sylvia.
I just don't want to. I don't want to
Give me
always
one.
jump to thievery. I mean, like I know we're taking these things, but like we gotta consider our options.
No, we're not gonna be stealing it if it's not something that belongs to them to start with. Like, this is a artifact that Bill's trying to get us to get. So like, this belongs with the dagger. That's where it is supposed to be.
So wanting is how
That's-
we define possession.
Yeah, they say
No, we
that-
don't. We don't want it.
Ownership.
No. That's not what I was saying. That means the dagger and the goblet need to be in the same space, and they're not. And so we just need to rectify that.
They didn't have goblets in like ancient Mexican history. They're not related,
Also, like,
to my knowledge.
I mean, like telling the cops,
If they
like,
weren't
oh,
related,
I took that thing because I'm just taking it to where it needs to be. It doesn't.
well, we shouldn't talk to the cops then.
Okay, I'm just saying, like, sometimes they, come asking around when you steal stuff.
Can we like replace it at least and put like a fake in there? Or I mean,
Well, how can we make a fake for something that we don't even know what it is?
well, I don't know. That's
Wait, don't they have a
Figure that
picture
out.
on the website?
Yes, they do. The
Oh,
website that Bill sends you.
okay.
So, yeah. So if we can macrame ourselves something, all we need to do is find a whip and a wide brim hat for Bogey, and I mean, everybody's going to answer his questions.
Whip and a wide
you
brim
got
hat.
Indiana Jones reference. You haven't seen that
What?
one, have you, Hannah?
Who?
Indiana Jones, Harrison Ford.
Oh, that like
Oh, yeah.
old guy that was in
No,
like the Star Wars.
Oh,
Movie?
he's so handsome.
The one who like got the
Yeah.
lightsaber through the chest.
Well, wait.
Whoa!
wait.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
Hannah, dumb
What?
question. How old are you?
I'm 17.
And by that
Okay.
time, I place some milk down in front of Hannah, and then I go sit down.
What?
I just wanted
What is
to
this?
check. Hang on. If real quick, Hannah, if Bogey offers you a lollipop, don't take it.
I mean, that's
Or a
like
brownie.
Or a brownie, or pretty much anything edible. Dash is cool. Sylvia,
Actually, if Bogey offers you anything,
50-50.
just don't take it.
okay. That's like
Like, I don't get the judgment
Oh, there's no
that I'm
judgment.
getting.
There's
who's
no
judging?
judgment.
It's fact.
Yeah, we're providing advice.
all right. Are you like some kind of creeper?
No,
Like, gives lollipops to kids and stuff?
no, I just
Okay.
Just drugs.
Oh, that's it.
That's all.
In all fairness, he gives them to everybody.
He offers to everybody.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, it's not an R. Kelly situation. Don't worry, Hannah.
Who?
All right, I'm just gonna walk away at that point.
So
So what is the plan?
Auction.
I mean,
auction house tomorrow.
no. Let's just go tonight and get it.
I don't know if we have to commit. I mean, the auction.
Oh.
Didn't you say the auction was later this week?
It's 2 days from now. Yeah.
I mean, so we have tomorrow to do a little, I don't know, reconnaissance, and then if we want to break in at night, we can do it tomorrow night.
I don't want to break in.
You just no. I think didn't you just literally use those words?
No, I didn't.
I mean, you say he was just gonna be in the space.
Yeah.
Sounds like breaking in.
No, you just
Walk
you
in.
just go and you can just enter. You don't have to break anything. Like,
The doors or windows probably locked, and they probably have it locked up, along with all the other stuff that they're auctioning off. Usually, it doesn't make for a good auction house if your stuff gets stolen before the auction happens.
yeah, they keep some valuable stuff in there, I'm sure. It's gonna be more than just like a locked door.
yeah, we can go look at the things for the auction tomorrow.
Do they allow any like previewing? Like, that's something auction houses might do. So if we're able to find that on the internet,
All right, say it one more time.
do they have any like previewing where you can like see the items in advance,
Yes.
or is it just internet? Like,
Oh, I'm sorry, I misunderstood. It is on the internet. Looking at so like just going on their website and
Yeah.
taking a look at it.
do
No,
have
they
any
do not.
Physical viewing like opportunities, or
They do not like hey, let's go touch it and take a look at it. But yes, tomorrow, so the day before the auction, there is an opportunity to go take a look at everything, so you can see it firsthand.
Well, they got this thing tomorrow. Can we at least go check that out before we
Yeah.
maybe do it tomorrow night or something?
Yeah, we don't need to jump right in tonight.
Okay. Okay.
This isn't Blades in the Dark, Bogey.
Sorry, we haven't played this in a while. I'm excited.
Don't ask to tell you. But cool. Anything else, or I'm gonna go switch my shift, make sure I'm ready. All right. See you guys tomorrow.
All right.
Good night. Bill's just sitting there drinking his beer, enjoying the conversation.
Wait, like where?
Auction house? I guess maybe we should meet. I don't know. Are we all showing up together? Are we all showing up separately? What's the plan?
Do you have a home, Hannah?
Yeah.
In the city?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, what's the plan? Sorry, guys.
We're meeting at the auction house.
What time?
It's at 1 o'clock is when the open showing is at.
Okay.
Aren't you a little young to be? I mean, you graduate early or something?
You know, like you can be out in the world when you're able to. Like your ability to be out in the world isn't defined by an age, Dash.
Well, except in this country, as I've come to learn, it actually is.
I mean, let's face it. She's about 3 hours away from breaking curfew, so.
I mean, look, if my folks don't know, then it's fine.
Oh, good. So now we're going to be endangering a minor on top of everything else. This is awesome.
No
Yeah.
one's in danger.
Yeah, does
But
somebody...
like that's not. They bring up a good point though. Like your parents are okay with you being out and about, right?
No, she just said as long as they don't know, it's fine.
Like they don't know that you're out and about, or they don't know what you're doing. Because like
I guess
how
probably...
much autonomy do you have versus how much are you doing this without their say so?
Bogey, she's in a bar with us, so I'm going to go ahead and say that they probably don't know it.
Yeah, I
Bill
hope...
says, I mean, it's a pool hall. Just has a license.
Yeah, it's probably better if they don't find out.
How did Bill contact you?
Oh, man.
AIM.
What?
We're doing that again? It came full circle?
Hey.
Bill, are you on
I
Instagram?
mean, I didn't expect him to be on TikTok, but you know.
Oh yeah, Bill loves the TikTok. He's got all the dances out there.
Yep.
He takes all the challenges. But yes, the question was, how did Bill contact you?
I mean, he called me a few times, and I kind of ignored him for a little while. But then I thought maybe I would see what this is all about.
Tell you why? But Bill, why are you bothering her?
Well, because she's got skills you all could use. Same as all the rest of you here. You've got skills the others don't.
All right.
Well, that's intriguing.
You know computers, Hannah?
I mean, I don't really. I mean, I do most everything on my phone. Like I don't really use. I don't like sit at a like desk or whatever.
Okay.
Are we gonna have a truancy officer called on us? We can't have you hanging out with us.
I mean, depends on how good of a story you can come up with, I guess.
Are you even in school, or have you dropped out already?
So my last school didn't really work out.
Okay.
It just was. It wasn't a good fit.
You need help. Any of your homework, let me know.
I don't really have any homework right now.
What classes are you taking?
Didn't you hear? None. She's not in school right now.
What? You have to be in a school.
No, she doesn't. She's 17.
We'll get you registered. Got to get your diploma.
I mean, like I said, I've tried a couple different things. The last one my parents sent me to wasn't a great place.
You tried online? We can try that.
I don't think. Not really interested.
All right. Well, we'll talk.
Okay.
You know, there's multiple ways to get an education.
Just leave it there.
Right.
Yep.
Let's table that discussion.
Uncomfortable silence just washes over the group, and we fade to black.
He'll
The
just
next day.
slowly
So-
sips out his beer.
1 o'clock tomorrow at the auction house.
We fade to 1 o'clock the next day at the auction house.
1 o'clock.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
I mean, go ahead.
yeah, that should be fine. I'll get there.
That's probably the only thing that's going to be fine out of this entire conversation.
All right. Well, so is there anything anyone wants to get done between now and tomorrow at 1?
I would invite Sylvia to come over to our place before heading over there, and then see if Bogey wants to just meet us there, since I know he'll be at work to start. And then Hannah, I have no idea about her because I don't have her number, so that's where we're gonna start.
I mean, I can swing by. I'm gonna piss off my employer between now and then and switch another shift. So continue to ruin that.
Okay, well then then just meet us there. Dash and I will just meet you there. No problem.
I could swing by, but it'd be easier just to meet you there.
Yeah, meet us there.
Okay. All right. So then we get to 1 o'clock. All of you arriving at the auction house at whatever times that you do, in or around 1 o'clock.
Bogey's late.
Bogey's possibly late.
No, he's there like half an hour early.
Okay. There you
He
go.
doesn't have anything else to do, so he's just sort of like hanging out in the parking lot.
Right. I mean, still, this is what, like February at this point. So I mean, it's still not great. Great time to be solving problems with tourists or
Right.
otherwise going caving. And it's a 3-story building on the corner of and yep.
Oh, yeah. I know that
I'm not
place.
making up those names. Yeah, you know that place. It's that place. And you know there you go. I mean there's not much more description. It's a building. You're there.
Go inside.
Yeah. So going inside, the first floor is clearly where the auction hall is. Oh, check out. I wasn't sure if that was actually coming out. All right, let me go ahead and put a
Oh,
name on
no.
it.
What is this?
Look, you've got like 16 characters lined up.
Wow.
Bogey has 16 outfits.
Right,
It
Mike
all
has
evens out.
16. Mike has 16 characters. Are minis lined up. Yeah.
There you go.
Wow.
It's horrendous looking. So, is that how Bogey shows up to the auction house?
What the hell?
What?
I had to zoom in to see how bad this was.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm gonna just make it bigger.
Yeah. It's.
Oh God.
Oh
He
dear.
looks handsome. What are you talking about? Why are you guys bothering the guy?
Nothing. It's good.
You don't have enough confidence to wear a purple shirt.
Um,
I
yeah. So
grimaced at the thought.
the first floor is clearly where the auction is held. So I mean, you can see the seating is there, small stage and everything with a podium to be able to have the auctioneer there and some tables to be able to set things out. You are directed upstairs to the second floor where everything is visible. Everything's on show. There's ropes to keep people at least 6 feet away from everything, but you're able to go walk around and take a look. And you are, of course, able to find the chalice itself, which I mean, it's pretty basic. And this was the same kind of view online, and you go to take a look at it. Like it's not fancy. Like it's not jewel encrusted. Like there's nothing crazy about it. Like it's just a cup. It's not the Holy Grail. No, that is a different. I looked at that one. I was like, nah, that's a different cup. All right, good, we're fine.
All right. Well, is it like behind glass? Did you say that?
It's not behind glass. Obviously, there are guards around. There's rope stanchions around, keeping you at least 6 feet away from everything.
Take a look at the guards.
Is that the only thing up here too?
No. That's there's all kinds of things up here that are up for auction. That is just one of them.
Yeah.
That you're able to see and find. So looking at the guards, I mean they're pretty standard looking guards, but they're not like mall security. Like they're not in uniform. They are nicely dressed. More or less suits, not quite that fancy. But they are clearly hired security.
Okay.
How many are there?
From what you can see, and taking a moment to count, there are 7 on the floor right now, and there were some downstairs as well.
Good number. Well, there it is.
Is there other, what other security measures can we spot? I mean, does it look like this room's pretty secure? Is this where the stuff is stored, or do they have it like out on display and then they like put it away?
That isn't clear. You're welcome to ask if you want, but that isn't clear if it's like stored here or if it's just display. But I mean, this is a very nice open space on the second floor. It seems like it's set up for display. But obviously, like downstairs is for the actual auction. So, these pieces are likely brought up and downstairs or elevator or some means during the auction itself.
Are there cameras up here?
There are clearly cameras on the first floor and on the second floor.
We can get Quinn to just out.
When we were coming up the stairs, did the stairs just continue onto the? Or I assume we came up the stairs. Or did we come up?
You did come up the stairs. The stairs did not continue to the third floor from where you came up.
Okay. No, is there a spot we can tell where it would go up, or no?
There's some spots where you could assume. So this place has a few doors coming off of it, but none that like immediately stairs upstairs. None that immediately shout stairs. and no signage indicating stairs up or down, other than the one that leads down.
The cup, like, is there like somebody there that you can like ask questions about
Yeah.
the item? So like, I'll just ask about that goblet. What
Yeah, and is there like a sign up about it anywhere? Like a a informational sign
Yeah.
graphic?
And it's some basic information. It was found in Italy. It's projected to be from about like 200 300 BC. So I mean, this is an old piece, but it's also a very simple piece. It was I have no idea how auctions work, so I don't know why it wouldn't be in like a museum or something. There's a good legal reason why it's here instead. It was part of a private,
Museums will bid on things at auction to get them as part
Yeah.
of the collection.
and it was part of a private collection.
Yeah.
And then after the passing of that person,
put it
parts
for
of the
auction.
estate were put up, and now this has been put up as somebody had bought that and is now reselling it. That seems like a good legal reason.
Mm-hmm.
can I ask what the bidding on that item will start at?
I'm glad you asked. Yeah, so the bidding on that starts at $1,000,
Oh, easy.
which is it's not astronomical.
Good.
Like it's a lot for like an old metal cup.
Yeah, I'm
but,
sure we'll go with whatever, but it's not like it's starting at like 100,000.
Right, like it's not starting at like the combined value of what Bill would have given you over the past 2 jobs.
No, but for a 2,300-year-old cup.
I think it's an old cup. It's all tarnished and shit.
Just because it's old doesn't mean it's valuable.
It's gonna
It
go.
only means it's old.
How does that
All right.
how does that starting spot compare to like the other stuff around? Like, is this
Sure.
more or less about the same?
Middling. So there are some things like some larger paintings and things that are going for starting a little bit more. But I mean, they're to the eye, they're much finer as well. And then there are some smaller things, still fine items like this, like paintings, but starting at a little bit less. I think the cheapest thing that you'll see as you go around and take a look is starting at around 250 or 300.
So this is not like clearly not the standout piece of this
Right.
whole thing. It's just another thing that's here.
Right.
And is there anything else that's related to it? Any other, I don't know, stuff from similar time period, similar location?
Sure. There is one other piece from a similar that's similar. Probably a couple hundred years difference, but it's still from the Mediterranean region, from maybe Italy. Not quite trying to figure like it's not quite clear, but it indicates from northern Mediterranean region, Mediterranean Sea region. But it's not with it. It is separate, and it's the remnants of a tapestry.
Does the tapestry look like it connects to the cup at all?
No, there's no cup or anything in it, and it's not. There's not even like with the what remains of the tapestry. It doesn't seem like it was necessarily any type of specific image on it, more just patterning.
Do we see anybody we recognize?
I mean, yeah. It's not like Phil is there.
Right, Phil or Paula or
Yeah, you see Paola standing right
Doug,
there. She waves at you like, "Hey, I'm
Perfect.
gonna try to kill you someday."
Shoots us all.
She does. She just
that's
starts
not her
opening fire.
style. She's a ninja.
She is a ninja. She'll just gank you. There are some locals there that you've probably seen around town. You maybe know, but no one from the story that we've discussed so far
Mhm.
that is there that you see at this time. And the showing is from 1 to 4.
As I'm walking by the guards, am I noticing if any of them are armed? Or is it kind of like, or is it more like what I would expect from, kind of like a museum where they've got tasers and stuff, but not necessarily firearms?
It's not immediately clear. Like it's not like, oh, that guy's got a giant bulge in his coat pocket.
Right.
But the way they're standing, you expect they probably have something beyond basic like police training. These people have some type of militaristic training. Just from your background, recognizing, how some of these groups might hold themselves. So you expect, yes, probably armed, at least with taser, if not with a firearm.
I used to work at a museum. They didn't give me a taser.
So as I walk by Sylvia and hear her say that, I go, but you
No.
got one now.
Yeah, sure. Sylvia did too. That's right. I got I pat my purse with my pink taser in it.
$19 taser, yeah.
Yeah, that thing will do some work. You got one too, right, Dash?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know where it is, but did we notice fire alarms anywhere in this building?
Yes, yeah, there are fire alarms.
Both floors that we
Yep.
saw?
Yeah, anything standard is there. Yeah, building code is still the same even in this world.
Were there windows into and out of this room?
Yes, there are windows into and out of this room.
Are they barred? Are they?
They are not barred, but you will notice, whether from the inside or outside at some point, that there are not fire escapes out of those windows. So there's no clear passage up into these windows.
Right.
And without getting closer, which you're welcome to, that might be a little strange. You can't quite tell how they might open, how they might be locked, and what have you. You can expect they are secure.
I mean, are they offset from the rest of the room? Or if I were like to do a stroll around the room, as I'm looking at pieces, I could get close to them and
Yeah, you could get close to them as you're strolling around the room and taking a look at things.
Yeah, because I mean that's what I'm doing. I mean, I'm just
They want good lighting on things and what have you. Yeah.
So I mean, I'll take a look at the windows as I walk by them.
Yeah. At a glance, it does seem like there's some type of internal lock on them, not just like your normal, swivel hitch kind of thing like we have on all our houses.
Right.
Like there's some type of actual lock and key type mechanism on these. It seems like they probably open up and out rather than straight up and down. So they're more like warehouse windows that would open out.
But otherwise, just glass.
Yeah. It's nice glass.
Yeah, it's probably reinforced glass. Just keep strolling around.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of nice stuff here to look at. I know it's all way too expensive for you, but
Not anymore. He's got paid.
that's
So
true. He got money now.
I'm gonna walk up to one of the guys and go, just kind of looking at him, and so where'd you serve?
And he looks at you and then he looks off and says, well, just keep moving.
Fair enough.
And roll me. I gotta remember what all these things are.
You can shoot that guy, Carter. He's
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think?
Shoot 'em.
Roll a firearms.
Firearms.
Nice.
No, roll an empathy. I know you're good at it. Roll an empathy,
just try not to shoot him.
and I'd say
Composure?
either cunning or resolve. Probably cunning.
Cunning. Okay.
So roll cunning.
Cunning and empathy.
You're very empathetic.
Oh yeah.
Very
See
empathetic.
how empathetic you are?
Very cunning.
I mean, that's what I was saying.
It's good to be cunning. It is good to be cunning. That's 5 on 5, 2 10s. It's a good start.
And it's all down here from here, boys.
Yep.
You got the sense in that question, in asking them that question, there's probably an answer to it. Like, you weren't wrong. Chances are this guy served somewhere. He is ex-military, and that's what you get out of it. Is
Right.
that yes, this guy at least, in his response, and is a little bit of surprise that someone would ask him about that, like his history. That's what you're getting, even with your lack of empathy, with your cunning and the way you approached it. You recognize that yes, he definitely served somewhere. So it wouldn't be unreasonable that at least some of these other people have also served somewhere.
Right. So just kind of look about the room and just kind of, keep walking from thing to thing, and just as I'm walking around, just kind of, not really paying attention to what I'm actually staring at, but just kind of looking around at the actual security guards and just kind of taking notice of their posture and seeing who else reads, full ex-military and not just rent-a-cop.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't get the sense any of them are rent-a-cop.
Right.
You don't, taking some more time with it, you don't get the sense they're all military, like served in the U.S. military, but that they all have some type of training.
So I'm gonna just walk over to Bogey as he's just kind of doing his thing and just be like, Bogey, thank you for the message earlier, but I picked up a little something for Desh and myself during the last little bit of downtime.
Oh, that's good news. I was just worried about you. Like, you had a bad time of it there, and yeah, I don't like it when people are ill prepared, especially if I'm the one helping to prepare them. It's
Thank
like
you.
it's my job, man.
Yeah, apparently my job is to shoot, at least according to Bill, and I didn't do that well. So
Well, I appreciate you not using that as your first option. They're animals, like they're just animals. And we were in their space, so they're acting like animals should.
within reason. But thank you. The gesture was well noted.
Well,
I'm out of here. You guys got anything they need to do?
yeah, I'm like,
Yeah, I mean, you spend however long you choose to spend, but I mean, I imagine probably 20, 30 minutes milling about, not looking like you're just looking at this one thing really, really hard. And yeah, whenever each of you are ready to leave or leave collectively, you head on out. And in that time,
will ask-
no one you recognize ends up coming in.
So does it seem like they probably like pick everything up and put it away at the end of the day?
I don't know. I mean, I know. It isn't clear if they are stored elsewhere or with the auction being tomorrow, or if they're just going to leave everything out keep it under guard until tomorrow.
Right.
Everything on this floor is up for auction tomorrow.
Everything on this floor is up for auction tomorrow.
All right.
You see a bathroom?
There is a bathroom downstairs, but not on the second floor.
Okay, I'll ask. Just a bathroom I can use?
Oh, I knew to ask one of the curators. Oh, yes, it's just down the stairs.
Okay, thanks.
In the 20 to 30 minutes we were in there, was anybody looking at the cup?
I spent some time, looking at it, I guess, but I
I
might
think
take.
he meant
Oh,
like
anybody else?
anybody
Not of
else.
us. I meant like anybody, like, taking a look at it. Either, I mean, I know probably everybody at least had a passing glance at it, but I mean, like, anybody stopped and was, considering looking at it.
In that time, obviously there are people milling about, and everybody's kind of looking at everything. I don't know. I guess how long were you all there? I said maybe a half hour or more. I don't know, but I don't know how long you all were actually there, or want to say you were there.
I mean,
Dash, how long are we there?
I mean, I would guess probably half an hour would be more than sufficient, unless we saw something out of the ordinary.
Gotcha. Well, then no. So I mean, no one in particular. Yes, you see people looking at it, and they're reading the little card like you all read the card. But no one seems to be spending a lot of extra time there. In fact, thinking back, you were probably the only people to spend a little extra time there. If you're kind of using yourself as a benchmark compared to others.
Okay.
When I go downstairs, can I go down the wrong hallway, pretending like I didn't see the bathroom? Or is it like pretty locked down, or is it pretty open? What's the
It's a pretty open floor space. The bathrooms are right there at the bottom of the stairs. Looking at this floor space, there are some doors behind the auction stage, but otherwise there isn't another hallway to go down. So there's a small foyer when you walk in, opens up to a big grand auction hall, and then there are the stairs off to the left that led up to where you are, and the bathrooms on the outside wall are right there as well. So I mean, if you want to try to accidentally go behind the stage, I guess it's an option.
I can't play that dumb. All right.
Do you think we need to like check it out back there?
It'd be good to know a little bit about the layout, but I assume there's some stairs or something to get up to the third floor. I don't know.
I can probably get back there. Really want to know.
All right, I'll distract this guy.
All right, yeah, just give me a little cover.
I'll go chat with whoever's most likely to see Hannah doing her thing.
So yeah, there's a couple ushers down there, and there are a couple of guards down there that seem similarly dressed to the guards upstairs. One is by the door, and the other one is by the stage. Like the front door, which is across from the stage in the auction area.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll just kind of look like, I don't know, like I'm waiting, then I'll just, strike up a conversation with one. Ask him, been doing this a while? I don't know, just whatever. When they get bothered, I'll tell them I'm waiting for my friend. I'll just be chatty and like overshare and stuff.
Got it. So he doesn't seem to want to say much. It's probably a little less brusque than the response Carter got. He'll kind of nod and listen patiently, but obviously he's not really paying close attention to you. What's Hannah doing?
So if I feel like I've got an opportunity, even if it's just like a split second, so I'll kind of like meander my way over close enough, and then if I've got like that split second window, I'm just gonna like dip back there real quick and see if I can see what's going on behind the stage, I guess.
Okay. All right. So Sylvia, you're helping. So go ahead and roll.
I don't remember how to roll.
It's
The
a
roll
button.
button.
You click
There's a
on
roll button.
There's
yeah.
a button.
There's a button. Yeah, it should be in your abilities and attributes. There's a roll button, which you can
Yeah,
set
yeah.
as a macro or a token.
Yeah.
So I would say this is clearly social. I'd probably say manipulation would be most appropriate. And you're just kind of chit chatting.
Yeah, just trying to, whatever. Just distract the guy a little bit, but not like I'm not trying to be best friends. Just like,
Right.
oh man,
I would say you're
waiting on
probably
somebody coming down from upstairs. My friend's upstairs, taking forever. Oh my gosh.
I think this would fall under. It could fall under culture, and I think your bedside manner would help with this,
All right.
because you're just trying to chat and keep things going. So go ahead, roll a culture and a manipulation, and whatever successes you get, add one. And for Hannah, that's going to add to your subterfuge and I would say dexterity, if that makes sense, for sneaking.
Okay. All right.
So you'll get a +2 enhancement to your roll.
This is dexterity and
Yeah, because you're trying to slip away. Yep.
Go momentum.
And you'll actually add a third one for your urban survivalist, because you're trying to slip in a building.
All right, and that's just successes, right? Like I'm not adding.
You're adding success, right? That's so whatever. As long as you get at least one success, you're going to add 3.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
I think you
Well, I got so 7 total.
Yeah, I think that worked. So yeah, Sylvia, you're able to distract him just enough. Hannah, you find the moment where like he's looking away because he's trying not to interact with this lady. She's just and you're like perfect, and you slip off behind the stage, and you can slip into one of the doors, which is unlocked.
Okay.
And going back there, you find kind of what you expected to find. Like it's clearly a staging area for the auction, for them to be able to bring things up and down. There is a service elevator that is back there as well, and then another door which also leads to the stage. So you saw 2 doors on the stage. They lead both back to this larger room in the back. There is another door that you see in this larger room, but thinking about the depth of where you're at, you don't think that's the actual back door to this place. You feel like the back door would be farther back. So you are in a service area for the auction house.
Okay. What's going on with the elevator? Does it like
go ahead.
seem like it's currently moving?
It is not currently moving, and it's not like a hotel elevator. Like it's a clear, raise up down service elevator.
Yeah. All right. Do I hear any? If I like go over to the other door that I think would go further back towards the back of the building, do I hear anything going on behind it?
No, you do not.
All right. I'm just gonna like gently try that door.
That door is locked.
Okay. Good. Well. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try calling the. Oh no, I don't know. Do I want to get in the elevator? Oh,
Is it the kind where can he see where it goes, or is it like, is it a modern elevator? Or is it like the
It's
chain
like
thing? Or
it's like what you see in the movies, right? Where it's got like the
It's like
the slatted
the cage.
up, right,
accordion style type?
right, but it's up down cage instead. And you go, and it's rather large, right? Because it's meant to be able to bring something like one of the big paintings from upstairs up and down.
Yeah.
And thinking about it, like there was no service elevator in the room upstairs.
Yeah.
So this clearly is connecting to the room beyond where you were upstairs.
Yeah. That's. I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna see if I can deal with the lock on this door.
Okay. I assume not like wig bit.
No, not that
Lock
way.
picking. Okay, right.
Not that.
Pretty
kind of
sure I
lock
remembered like
So Bill got us a little thief, is what we
it went
needed.
from computer thief to regular thief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe the colloquial term is burglar. It means she's about the size of a hobbit.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean she is
Yeah.
short.
You all needed a burglar. You got a
Yep.
burglar.
Sometimes you need a burglar. In the party.
Yeah. What do you want to do about this lock?
I'm just gonna try and pick it.
Um.
And if it's like, I'm not gonna spend a ton of time. Like, I'm not gonna stay here for an hour trying to pick this lock. I'm gonna see if it's like easy enough to do it quickly. And if I can, great. If not, I'm not gonna hang out.
So you're
too long.
testing it
Yeah.
essentially, right? Like you're gonna like
Yeah.
run the pick along the teeth and get
Yep.
a sense of, all right, how many teeth are there?
Yep.
So taking 30 seconds with a minute with it,
Yeah.
you go, this is probably a more complex lock. It would take a little while to pick it. This is not a simple lock.
Not one action like D&D, and then
No, I mean like in
try again
D&D
in
though,
6
like
seconds.
that's like medieval locks. Like there's a tooth
Mhm.
or two. Like this is not a standard issue door
Yep.
lock.
But can I get the sense, like, does it seem completely, if I can tell at all, completely mechanical, or do I think maybe there's some kind of electronic on the other side? Like, does it seem to that level?
This does seem like it's just mechanical, because otherwise I mean, possibly there could be just one way, but you imagine there would be like some type of card swipe or something on this side if there was going to also be one on the other side. Just thinking about standard issue that you've seen before and the way that it goes. If this is mechanical, like if you're not seeing anything electronic on this side, chances are there's nothing electronic on that side. You don't know, but that would be your immediate intuition.
Okay. Then I am going to see if I can just get a read on things. I'm going to call the elevator. I'm going to try to hop on top of it rather than in it, because I don't want to be stuck in it.
Okay, so
It's just a cage,
yes,
right?
It is just a cage. That the elevator is currently not there.
Okay.
So it is up, because
Okay.
you look and there's a solid floor.
All right.
So it is not down.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna try to call it and see if I can scramble up get on top of it. Whether that's like getting on top of it or going. I mean, I'm not gonna like stand in the doorway as it opens here.
Right.
I'm gonna be off to the side. But if it opens and there's nobody in it, and I have to get in and like go through, like I'll look for a hatch.
A top hatch.
And if I have to go through the hatch, I'll do that.
So yeah, I mean, you can absolutely call it, and we can take that next step. But you do recognize that it might be unexpected for it to be moving right now. as long as you're fine with it, I'm fine with it. I just wanted to throw that out there. Like, you would recognize, right now there's no reason for it to be going up or down. There's showings going on right now. So even if things are on the 3rd floor, they're not bringing it down to the 2nd floor. So there's no particular reason it would be moving if someone were to notice.
Right. Well, I will just go in the elevator shaft then.
Oh yeah, you can open up the slatted door, and you can get in the elevator shaft. And looking up, you can see that the elevator is above you on what you expect to be the 2nd floor.
Okay. And does this go down as well?
It does not go down. So it's a solid floor.
Okay. So
it is only up.
Only.
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna see if I can get up the side of this thing. And maybe squeeze between. Because a lot of times with I'm wondering. I'll have to see when I can get up there. If with this type of service elevator, if there's space between it and the wall. And if there's not, I'll just come back down and leave. But if there is,
yeah. You can climb up and scramble up. It'll take you a bit or a little bit as you take your time to go up. Get your phone out for a light, of course, just to be able to see.
Yeah.
Because is there really any other way to do it? Yes, there is some space. It would be tight, and it's probably a good thing this thing's not moving, because if you were in that tight space and it started moving, that would just be bad.
Yeah.
That could get really bad real fast.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a tight space. Look, thinking about the rest of the team group. Posse,
Unit.
I don't know what they want to call themselves. Unit, none of them could fit into that space. You could fit into that space.
All right.
What was it, Johnny?
I just said thank you.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, I thought you were giving us another what it could be. So yeah, if you want to, you could, and it slips behind. So you'd be on the opposite side of the door where you expect the door would open.
All right. Yeah, I'll see if I can get through there.
Yeah.
Get on top of it.
Yeah, it'll take you a little longer, Mission Impossible style. Yep. Squeezing up through. As you're going up past, you kind of looking over your shoulder, you recognize that this thing opens on both sides. So you're going up, and where you currently are on the wall, there's no opening to go through.
Mm-hmm.
So you can only imagine it just is what it is, or 3rd floor maybe opens the opposite side.
Yeah.
But yes, you can continue to shimmy your way up.
Okay.
As you start to, and you kind of look over and you see through, you do see that this is open on both sides. You can see that it does open up through, and so there's just an opening on the other side into some type of room, hallway. You can't, from here you really can't see. So if you want to, you can try to scramble up behind, but you'll be visible as you do so to whoever might be on that other side of the elevator.
All right. Well, I'll make sure I don't have any light on then.
Yeah, I figured you took it out to see and then
but
put
once
it
I'm crawling through I'm just gonna try to get high enough that I can get a peek of what is up there. I'm not gonna go any higher than that.
Okay. So getting basically head and shoulders above, so you can look, but maybe you could fast enough get back down if somebody started coming. You do see that it opens up into a room, and you see a few items back there. They're probably more auction items, but obviously not the ones that are out right now, because it doesn't look like the place you were in, and that doesn't make sense. So it seems like there's more that's either just not out there right now on display, or these are items for a different day, or they're going to auction them and they're just not showing them. But you can see a few items out there, so it seems like they might be storing some stuff there. Okay. But it's not packed, so you're not so sure that that is the storage area. Then again, I don't know, maybe they just put out a bunch of stuff, so it is the storage area. That's why it's not packed. You don't know.
Yeah. And this is the 3rd floor that I'm
second
looking
floor.
at, or 2nd floor?
2nd floor.
Okay.
and then third floor somewhere above.
Okay.
But right now, squeezing and everything, it
Yeah.
can't really get a good look up there.
But I'm looking the other way.
You're looking back
Right.
towards. So thinking about this, the elevator was towards the back of the building.
Yeah.
You're looking back towards the front of the building into this room. Past that is going to be the big room you all were in, where you were seeing the chalice.
Okay. Got it. Okay. I'm just gonna head back down here
Okay.
then.
Yeah. The safe bet.
And then when I get back to the like stage entrance, I will just like take a listen out there and try to find an opportune time to just sort of, I don't know, dip back in like I was, never back here.
Yeah, I mean, carrying over from what you two collectively rolled before, that's just fine. Yes, you can get in and out with 7 successes. You can get in and out, and that's just fine.
All right.
Cool. All right, let me catch up on what was written. I saw a part of that.
Talking about dinner, I think.
Got it. Oh yeah.
No.
Oh yeah.
much. We're
Today
just
is
talking
Monday.
dinner. Yeah.
Today is because it was Sunday that you all met with Bill. So today is Sunday, or today is Monday. Bogey left you on read. Oh,
He's not responding to our texts.
got it. Got it. Good. All right. I'm glad that got taken care of.
Important stuff.
I mean, it is important stuff. You got to eat. It does not enough games really take into account the fact you got to eat. What are you going to eat?
Right.
It's a good night for Greek. All right. Anything else?
I mean, take a just quick look around the building. Anything else of note? I mean, cameras on the outside.
Cameras on the outside.
Entrances.
Focused on there's a front door, a back door. As mentioned before, there are windows on the second and third and on the first. There's windows on each floor, but there's no fire escapes or anything. So no like clear passage up to a window.
Cool.
Okay. All right. Then I'm going to steal Bogey for a minute, and we'll be back.
Oh boy.
That's why Bogey wasn't talking to us.
He's doing something.
Oh,
Probably
jeez.
just walked and just tried to take it.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the plan if this isn't already over?
It's over. We don't need a plan. He either got it or he got busted. And
So I was actually kind of hoping that Hannah, you were gonna do something that had like set off caused the distraction, and then I was like, we're just gonna go for it.
Grab it.
Yeah. So
Snatch and grab.
Look, I
Snatch and grab.
just
I don't
gonna
know
go for
if-
it at that point. Yeah, I
I don't know if that's how
was waiting for like.
your unit works.
We don't work.
Yeah, I don't know that
Depends
yet.
on which
though.
mission. Depends on which mission we're on.
I'll find out, I guess.
Yeah.
To be fair,
We are.
we're improving. We went from not finding the object to actually getting it.
That's right. And with this one, we know where it is.
Yeah, I mean,
That's right.
as
It's
a group,
right there.
Found it on the first day. Yeah.
I'm like, hey, if group's 50% on getting objects back so far, so maybe we'll be at 66%.
We got hosed on the first one.
Yeah, that's still not passing.
No, it's not, but
We'll keep trying.
better.
State mandated test. We're way above board though.
I was gonna say, yeah, it depends on what you're trying to pass.
What state are you from?
Sometimes a 60 is all you need.
Yeah, that's right.
Depends. Are we in physics? Because if we're in physics, we just ace that thing.
Yeah.
Oh, too funny.
Was that Emilio Estevez? Because I was trying to think of the actor.
Yes, it was.
Okay,
it was.
okay.
Oh my god.
Because I was like, I could look it up. And I was like, I don't want to look it up because I'm picturing his face and I'm trying to figure out who it was.
Yep.
Yeah.
As soon as you started that plan, I was just sitting here going, "Oh, this is how Jack dies in Mission Impossible," and I was like, "Who's going to get that reference? Who is going to pull that one out?"
Not Hannah.
Yeah.
I wasn't. Hannah was not. No, she wasn't born yet.
No. Yeah, Drew, is that weird that all the kids you teach now were born in this century?
Yes. Yep.
Isn't that strange?
It's been the case for me. It's been the case for me for a while, but
Yeah.
high
No,
school,
it's
uh,
not like they're all born after like 9/11, right? Like
9/11. They have no
Yeah.
context for 9/11.
Yeah.
I mean, the kids I teach have no context for Hurricane Katrina.
oof, yeah. That was last year, right? Like
Not quite,
I know,
but
that's
yeah.
Have you actually seen what the delimitation marks are for our generation?
no. What do you mean?
What the
Like,
what
what do
are?
you mean?
The delimitation marks. So essentially, marks
Oh.
within
Sorry. Yeah.
marks within a generation that like dictate essentially like shared knowledge, and it's really crazy because like with ours it's 90, 94, 99, 2001, 2000. No, Katrina's
5.
2005, and then it was the most recent one was, I think it was 20. Yeah, it was 2000. It was 2008. Like those are the delimitation marks for our generation.
The election.
Well, that was the 2008 was the financial crisis.
Like those are corresponding to specific event.
Yeah, corresponding to specific events that like shaped or changed the world, or our perception of the world.
Yeah, 2008.
It's not the election that year.
It was the election. 2008 was the election.
I thought it was like I thought the
the
financial
Obama
stuff and the reason I'm a teacher because I couldn't get another job.
So that's so typically that's why they do it by years, because there's generally more than one major moment that happens in a year.
Right.
But 2008 is, like you said, it's the market collapse as well as the election of Obama.
I assume we're adding another one.
It's interesting because I was looking at it, and typically the delimitation marks, unless they're to the point that it's life changing, they don't get added to several years later. But yeah, you're right. COVID-19 is going to be one.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Yeah.
It would be. Yeah.
And there's
But yeah,
other stuff that happened same time too. So.
But it's not delimitation marks. I can't remember what it's actually called now, but it's the time points. So we should probably talk about Scion while they're, because it looks like Suf is really getting into it.
Yeah, there's something going on there.
Well, I mean, we're walking out talking about Greek and what we're eating tonight, and
Yeah.
So Hannah, if you're back with us, I'm just going to look at you and go, this is going to be extremely odd, but if you're part of this group, Dash is going to need your cell phone number.
Okay.
Wait, what? Dash is gonna?
All right, don't send me anything like weird, okay?
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Here,
I'll
just
get your number.
give me yours and I'll text you.
All right.
So, put your number in, text you.
Yeah.
Dash exchanging numbers with a 14-year-old.
I'm 17.
I hate to say, okay,
Dash
so
isn't that
like,
much older than me.
on the real, Dash is like 24, right?
Yeah.
So he's not that much older.
Oh,
And-
those are big years.
Too old.
I agree.
Too old.
But here's the thing that probably runs through Dash's mind at this point. I never got a girl's number in high school. And he's like,
Damn it, Johnny!
It's like that was.
I
Wow.
see through my.
This was like
got
real
it.
easy.
the guy did. Oh yeah, that's how it works, huh? I just needed
No,
a wingman
this-
this whole time.
no.
I needed a roommate. Damn.
This is not. This is not how it works.
We're back.
We're back, and that is how it works. It's exactly how it works.
No, no. In this case, it's not.
Super, you're gonna need to go back and watch the tape on that one before you.
Super
Oh,
not.
boy.
Super
No.
not how it works.
No, that is how it works. It is now canon. That's how it works.
Uh-oh.
In this world.
This game is getting shut down.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Well, too late. I said
Join
it.
us in 2 weeks for another episode 11. Where we replay this whole episode.
Did Bogey win?
So that was more of a conversation of
Yep.
seeing where Bogey would go with things. And I don't know how much Bogey is sharing because I never know how much Bogey is sharing.
He didn't win.
All
I
right, so
already said
we
it was
decided
gonna
that we are going to meet up later at Desh and my place, and we are going to talk about like what we saw and come up with the semblance of a plan. So that's what we were talking about.
But everybody but Hannah was texted to enjoy food, or is that everybody but Hannah to also talk? Is she just being cut out right away? She is a teenager. It's probably past her
Nobody.
bedtime.
They didn't have my number yet.
Oh, okay, there you go. That makes sense.
Yeah,
But we got it now.
yeah, we got it, and that's what you said. That's how it works.
You got our digits.
Yeah.
That's first number. That's the first
Oh,
girl's
man.
number Dash has. I guess you got my number too. But
Yeah. Dash and
I guess
Yeah. Dash and Hannah might have different conceptions of what just happened.
Well, no. Well, like I said, Dash is clear about what just happened, but it still ran through his mind that, this never happened to me when I was in high school, and it just happened.
Yeah, I'm
But
definitely
no,
gonna have to go
Dash
back and
is-
rewatch.
Dash is clear about what happened.
Oh yeah. There's nothing funky going on, but it was just
It was just like, wait.
Carter knowing stuff about his roommate and just being like,
Dash was like, wait, what just happened? Yeah, but
So,
Oh.
so Bogey, how much are you sharing, or
So-
anything?
So can I ask a question? Like,
Yeah.
does Bogey walk out with us?
Yeah.
That's my question too. I don't know.
As we're gathering on the first floor to leave, like, is Bogey going with us, or does he not?
That's
He's leaving. He's leaving with you guys, but he's not going with you guys.
No.
Very Bogey response.
He's with you, but he's not with you.
No, I'm leaving at the same time. He's leaving at the same time as
Right.
you, but he's not leaving with you.
I have to.
So yes,
So
yeah.
as we walk out, is Bogey walking with us?
Yeah.
Okay.
okay,
And as we
Yeah.
go to get,
What part of that wasn't clear?
yeah.
I'm gonna go grab some stuff from the store, and then I think they'll just come back here and hang for a while.
all right.
What?
Well, we're doing Greek takeout at our place. If you want to join up later, if not, bail is
No.
5,000 that I'm good for, and I just walk over to the truck.
So wait, Carter. Like,
What?
I don't know, man. Like, if this doesn't end up working, I might need some help. Would you be able to like be around here, but not like let people know that you're around here?
You're saying this right outside the place that we're here.
Oh
Wait.
no, I'm not. All right.
a little further. I mean, we
I
can
forgot where we were.
away.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So we're deeper into the parking lot, but still like 300
Yeah.
feet from the door.
We're at the
Yes.
vehicle. Yeah.
Exactly.
The vehicle.
Right.
All right, perfect. I just want to make sure I know where we are spatially. I can be.
That'd be great, man. Like,
What are you doing, Bogey?
well,
what do you-
that's right. Just gonna get the cup.
I mean, you
Do
think
you
you can
want to let
deal
us
with
in on the?
all
wanna let
that?
us in on
Like,
let us in on the plan, or?
Well, I was just gonna like, man, like you know how you're in a place and you're like so there that you don't even know that you're not, and nobody else does either.
I just
No.
turn and look at Sylvia.
No.
You ever have that? You
No.
ever have that? Like, you're in that place and you're like, it's not like a place that you usually are, but you are there and you are with the people that are usually there as them. Like one with them?
Like a dream or something, but I don't know.
No, not yeah, like a dream. Actually, yeah, like a dream, but for real though, like for real. And so,
So,
I
but
feel like if I come
wait.
back,
Okay, so
yeah,
go ahead.
like if I come back
Finish.
with the things that I need, then I can be here, and I'm supposed to be. Like I'm supposed to be here.
What do you need? Like a costume?
I need their clothes, like yeah, like a costume, or a
You
couple
got-
of them, maybe a few.
You
I was thinking like a
going
backpack.
before 4 o'clock before they're done.
Yeah, I gotta hurry to the store.
A backpack. They're not wearing backpacks.
No, I wasn't gonna walk around with a backpack on, but like just have one in the break room or something.
Break room.
Yeah, they got a break room.
I'm standing by my statement, but I'm increasing the amount to 10,000. That's what I'm good for, Bogey.
What?
Just go with it.
Thinks you-
Yes,
he
I
thinks
will
you're
be
getting
here
arrested.
at 4 o'clock.
I take out the money that Bill had given us the other day and hand that to Carter.
You're gonna need some of this for the store, right?
No, like I got Apple Pay.
Okay.
Wait, you know how that works?
You just put your phone on top of the thing, then.
You have a phone?
You know,
Okay.
You don't have
I'm
like
gonna-
a flip phone? I thought you'd have like a flip phone.
All right,
No.
Bogey, I'll meet you back here at 4. I'm gonna take the.
no, I'm not gonna meet you, but I'll be here.
Right. Okay. I will be in this general.
I think they're done at 4. So just I don't know
Yeah.
what your plan is. Do you want to do before they're done? Are you like as they're wrapping up? Are you doing like?
I don't know. Like I don't know what the situation will be. Like I don't know what they do.
Bogey, go to the damn store before you don't make it in time. Go.
Yeah.
Yeah, go.
Okay. Dash, let's go back, I guess.
I was waiting for Bogey to leave,
Okay, Bogey leaves.
and I turned to Carter. What the hell are y'all talking about? The whole point of working as a unit, and I look at Hannah, is that we work together.
This is going to sound absolutely crazy, but for whatever reason, Bogey's either going to pull this off and pull a rabbit out of his hat, or we're just going to need to bail him from jail. So split the difference. I can be here and just see what happens. And
It's not just you's gonna. I mean, we're all gonna be here. We work together. That's the whole point of this.
all right, well, let's get the mystery machine.
It wasn't
van and
Bogey
let's do
goes and
this.
gets the item and takes it back to Bill. It's like we all do it.
Right, but for whatever reason, Bogey thinks he can do it on his own, and
Bogey thinks he can do everything on his own. He walked up into the freaking mountains thinking he knew exactly where to go. Remember walking with wolves?
Yeah,
like, all
I
right,
know.
that dude doesn't seem like he really knows what's going on. Like I know you're
You would
like
say,
I know you're like a unit and everything, and he's like friends with you guys or whatever. But like I mean, he seems to think like he said he didn't even know what was going on. Like he was just gonna wander in there, like in some kind of, I don't know, like half-assed disguise, I guess maybe, and like he doesn't even really have a plan. It doesn't seem like.
yeah,
Like
welcome
I
to
don't.
Bogey.
Yeah, like I don't know if that dude even knows there's like another room behind the one we were in where they've got like a bunch of stuff stored.
There is?
Yeah. Yeah, I peeked at it. I climbed up the elevator shaft and kind of peeked in there.
You did?
Yeah.
So wait a minute, you're getting on us working as a unit, and you're climbing elevator shafts.
Well, I mean, I was just peeking around back there so I could like, fill you all in on what the layout was.
I was running interference for her.
See, look, Sylvia was working with Hannah, and everything turned out fine. And I'm just going to be here to watch Bogey get arrested. I mean,
Yeah, but like maybe like don't let him do that. I don't know.
Well, as long as we're all not working together.
Dash, he wants us to be here.
No, he doesn't. He wants you to be here. He didn't ask
Right.
anybody else. He said you.
Right?
So you could shoot the guards as they chased him out the front door.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
Yeah, I mean, I
Look,
don't think he's running out the front door, but
Sylvia,
he's either getting his butt kicked or he's walking out.
Sylvia, you've seen Bogey do some crazy things. Dash, you've seen Bogey do some crazy things. I'm willing to take a flyer on this one and just post it up as Bogey is going to try something incredibly.
That's not the issue here. The issue is he's doing stuff and we don't know what's going on. And how do we know he's going to bring it back to us? Knowing him, he'll probably forget.
And that's fair.
Yeah, and also like if he blows it, it's gonna be way harder to get that thing.
That is correct.
He's not gonna forget. He's not.
I mean, that dude seems like he forgets a lot of stuff.
Oh, he doesn't.
I think he's forgotten
like it.
more than I've known in
I
my
know
life.
he seems like it, but that's not.
All right, so let's just take a vote. Could we have talked sense into him and actually stopped him from doing it?
Probably.
No.
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. No, he was going to do it regardless of whether we are on his side or not. He's going to go for it.
But we're
I
not
like
on
that.
his side. That's the point.
I like that, Carter. You got all three answers, and you said, "Oh yeah, of course, no."
Maybe
Sorry,
maybe if he had talked to all of us, we'd at least understand this grand plan of his.
I don't think he has a plan per se.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like this kind of stuff, you generally want to. I mean, you want to know a little something about what's going on.
And have you done stuff like this before?
I mean, kinda, yeah.
Kind of figured.
Like this place, I mean, there's some kind of like other room downstairs in the back. I don't know what's in there. I couldn't get in there. I mean, I could if I took some more time, but I didn't want to like push it, in the middle of the day. And then there's like the extra room upstairs that service elevator goes up to where they're storing stuff. And then there's like the third floor, which I didn't want to get spotted, so I didn't go up there.
I don't know. I kind of figured that Bogey was going to do whatever he was going to do, regardless of whether we tried to stop him or not.
But it puts us all in jeopardy when he does that.
I mean, we know where it is. Let's look on the bright side. It can't leave the building without us knowing.
Except it can.
I mean,
If he blows it and they understand somebody's trying to take it, they may take it somewhere else and we don't know where it is.
We can follow him. That's what we can.
If we don't know where it is.
Well, all right, but
yeah, I mean, I think like if you want to lift this thing, then I think we just like come back at night and do it. Like
I thought that was Bogey's grand plan last night anyway.
Like,
It was
talk
let's
a
just
little
go get it at night.
Yeah, like talk a little bit about how we might do it, and then come back tonight and do it.
Bogey's not sneaky though. He just like tries to blend in right in front of you. That's.
Yeah, I just don't see how you're gonna like blend in and like I don't know, take the ye olde goblet or chalice or whatever you're calling it.
I mean,
and like walk out with it. Like that's not the kind of thing a like guard would do.
No, I know,
You know?
I know, but like, I don't know. You might be
Mad.
surprised.
Like, I'm just gonna borrow this old cup.
I mean, right? It's tricky, but yeah, I don't know. He's got a way about him. I don't know.
I mean, I guess you know him better than I do, but
I'm not that well, but
like, when you
We
say
got
he's
about
got,
a 6-week head start on him with, so yeah, there's not much catching up. You've pretty much seen it.
I've
like-
seen him do it.
I mean, he seems like he's got a way about him. I don't know if
Nah, it doesn't fit. Nah, it doesn't make sense, but it's different. But you have to see.
All right. Well, how about this? We've got at least 2 hours before he's going to be back here. Let's just head back to our place. Just talk about what we could do, and if we want to try to stop him, we stop him. But I don't know.
All right. Well, I'll meet you there in a little bit. I'm gonna go swing by library.
Yeah.
so.
I'm gonna check out all the books, Suf.
You can't check out all of them. They won't let you.
I'd like to check out the entire.
They're like, no, ma'am. There are children that need these books. You can't check out all the books.
All right.
Burn the rest.
No, I want all the ancient Italian artifacts, goblets. You know,
That is much more limited and much more reasonable. Yeah, and are you gonna take any time to try and sift through them, or you just want to grab all of them and go?
No, I'm gonna check them out as many as max out my card and.
Might seem reasonable.
Card.
Well, sorry. My question was so yes, you can take some time to find them, but are you doing any bit of reading on them or like quick internet search, Spark Notes version of, in order to get a sense of yes, this is worth checking out. No, this is, and I assume, I guess I don't actually, that's a bad assumption. Is this a public library or you're looking to buy?
Oh, public library.
Okay, yeah.
University library or whatever.
Yeah.
It's about,
Right. Probably the university library.
Just grabbing what I can, and I'm taking it to the house, and I'm gonna read there. I'm gonna read overnight if there's time. I don't know.
I mean, for you, of course, there's always time. Reading's easy. Yeah, it's a dozen books. So I mean, it'll take you hour and a half, 2 hours, between identifying which books you actually need. Like, did you really get enough yet? Oh, I don't know if I did. Okay, back to, okay, yeah, 10 is good. Oh, wait, there is this one more. Then maybe it could. So 12 books later, and 2 hours later, yes, you find a good collection of books that they have stuff about somewhere in them.
Yeah.
And a small selection of fiction, quasi-fiction, or mostly nonfiction.
No. I mean, mythology is definitely on the. Yeah.
After the last time, yeah, definitely on the radar.
Yeah.
Okay, then yes, yeah, you can. A couple hours later, you can study group. A couple hours later, you can indeed walk out with 12 books.
Awesome. Sylvia's smiling.
Oh, I'm sure she's ecstatic. Yeah. So that'll put you at around, let's say, 4 o'clock between travel and everything, when you would get to Carter and Desh's, if that's where you're going next.
If that's where they would be, yeah.
All right, so I guess it's down to Carter, Hannah, and Desh. So in that time, now that Bogey's stepped away and Sylvia's stepped away, what are the three of you doing? And it doesn't have to be together.
So should I just hang with you guys, or?
I'll invite Hannah to come with me. Like as I walk away, I'll look back and
You want to come to the?
Oh yeah, that's
Hannah,
cool. Yeah, flash
go
your
to-
library card to the teenager and be like, "Hey, you want to go check out some books?"
Hannah, I'm gonna hit the library. You wanna join me?
No.
Or you wanna hang with these guys?
Yeah, have fun.
All right.
Hi, puppy. All right, so yeah, what are the three of you doing over the next few hours?
So Hera, I guess you're coming. All right.
Yeah, what
So
are you guys doing?
Well,
There you go.
I think gonna go talk and try to figure out either A, how to stop Bogey, or B, how to support Bogey.
Yeah, I think A probably is good. Well, I mean, you guys know him better than I do. Like I said, it just sounds. I don't know. That guy seems.
Oh, this is the tip of the iceberg. There's still a 90% that you haven't seen yet.
Oh man, really?
I mean, Desh, tell me if I'm wrong, but
He has a Sylvia wasn't wrong. He has a way about him. I just wish, and I thought he had figured this out over the 6 weeks you've known him. I wish he would maybe share with us a little more. And not just the stuff he carries around in his baggies. I mean, like, information. We're oftentimes following Bogey just out into the wilderness with, like, and I disagree with this idea that he doesn't have a plan. I do think Bogey. I think Bogey actually is sound of. I mean, I think he knows exactly what he wants to do.
I mean, that
Is
might.
that what you need to
it's
do?
just the rest of us
I mean,
that
that might
don't
be-
know what he.
He just doesn't know how to communicate.
Yeah,
Well,
and
no,
I
he
think,
can communicate. No. He can communicate. Words come out of his mouth. It's just it takes us about 6 hours to figure out what he tried to tell us.
Yeah, that's not communication. That's talking. It's a one-way street.
Yeah, that's a good point. All right. Well,
yeah, like
hey,
I mean, some
I'm-
things, like sometimes it's, it's fine, it's all cool and whatever. But like, if you're doing this kind of stuff, I mean, the guy who's like smokes way too much weed is not the one that you should probably like follow around. I don't know. They usually are a little. I don't know. Like you gotta be sharp for this kind of stuff sometimes. Like I don't mess around if I'm gonna go, do something that could get me caught.
yeah, but for whatever reason, it works for him. All right. Well, hey, let's just go ahead.
Go
and
grab a
get-
bite.
Yeah. So
And I, if he's gonna do this thing, I mean, and you're gonna be hanging out in the parking lot, I'm gonna sit in the vehicle too.
that's fine.
But if it goes sideways, it's gonna be much as Hannah said, it's gonna be a lot harder for us to get it if it goes sideways.
Well, I'm just chalking this one up to being like the brooch.
Like
Well, we're not gonna get it.
wait.
No, just that we're taking the direct approach to try to get it.
Did you say a brooch?
Yeah, we'll
Like-
fill you in on the
like-
way back.
Like grandma stuff? What are you guys up to? Like, I don't get it. Brooches and like goblets and
Oh, do you want to hear about the knife?
you like. I mean, does Sylvia like secretly wear bloomers? Like, what are you guys? Did you like?
Nah, it's scrubs mainly.
Yeah.
Okay, this is just like a lot of, like old timey shit that you're talking about.
Yep.
Okay,
We're artifact chasers.
all right.
Not by choice.
Oh, we could have said no.
I can't.
Didn't Bill give us the option and Quinn took it?
Quinn had options.
Yeah, you had an option of leaving. I know why you stayed. I'm just saying. Everybody
I don't
had the option. Bill gave us
not
the option to walk away.
No option is not an option.
I would say choice, but all right, let's go.
All right, so three of you grab
Don't
some of
outwork
the
me.
head back. So I guess the question is, are you gonna head back to the apartment? You're just gonna kick around town for a little while until 4 o'clock rolls around. And you're gonna come back and hang out in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Which one?
So as soon as we get back to the apartment, I'm just gonna kind of like, as we get in, I'm just gonna, Hannah, I guess, make yourself at home. Desh, hey, I got something for you. It came in the mail the other day, and I just walked to the back and come out and hand him just the package. Said, "Sorry, this wasn't here sooner." And then just kind of go and just grab a water and just come back over and kind of sit down.
But you guys live here?
It's a I don't know, like 3 foot by 3 foot by a foot maybe.
Around, like, what am I opening here?
It's kind of like a about a 2.5 foot by 3 foot by about 6-inch box.
Wait, are you guys like roommates or are you guys dating?
Dash could do better than me. Are you kidding?
I mean, I don't know. Okay. I don't know. I mean,
I don't answer. I'm opening the package. I'll open it up.
Carter, what does he find?
So inside, you pull out a vest, and as you flip it around, you see that it has a small insignia on the bottom of it that says basically "Made in the USA." And Stu, what do we officially decide on?
Oh boy, that was even longer ago than all the other emails. Let me see.
I know. You're welcome. Hang on, I've got it here. I just wanted to.
I was gonna say. I was like, I know we decided on something.
Yeah. Okay. So what you have is essentially a vest. It is it's essentially a +1, like almost like Kevlar vest that you would just wear over top. So it's not too heavy. It's kind of light, and it's resistant to like I think we said slashing for him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's 1 point of soft armor. It's concealable, so you can wear it under your clothing.
And then it was resistant, right? Or do we?
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. That? Right, I'm sorry. That was the choice. Either it was soft and concealable, or soft and resistant.
Right. So I think we said soft and resistant.
Okay, so it's not as concealable. It's more like a
you want to
over the clothes vest, but it is resistant to slashing.
So just something that I knew. I mean, it's a little late now, but I figured just in case you decide to jump into the fight again.
Oh. Wow. I don't know what to say. I mean, thank you, obviously, but appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, I figured it was. I mean, it's not like you can just wear it around all the time. But if we know we're going to be into this stuff, at least you can have it handy.
Yeah.
Like into what kind of stuff? Like that's. You need that?
Well, you weren't here for the last job, so.
You know that knife I was talking about?
Yeah.
I'll like show the scar.
You gotta be more careful than that.
Right. I agree, actually.
And this is one way we're more careful.
Yeah. So are you getting a lot of like fights and stuff when you're doing this?
Well, there's that one. The Carter had a bad encounter with some wildlife.
So the wolves, I guess.
Yeah. kind of got attacked by a cougar, kind of got attacked by a wolf. It happens. I mean, to be honest, we were following Bogey when that happened. So hence why I wanted to kind of hand this to you a little bit earlier than probably.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it with me for the next little while.
Yeah. Don't worry, I got one. I got one too. That one was recommended to me by a couple guys that I know that run security, that they're more worried about things coming at them that are slashing rather than what I got. So
Well, good. I mean, if it's worse than that, I don't know if I want to do that. Yeah. I'll look back at Hannah. What did Bill tell you?
Well,
Like, why are you here? Why are you here? I mean, really? Why? I mean, like, what's your?
I mean, so there's like weird stuff going on in the world, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like he talked to me a while ago, and I didn't really want to like get into it, but you know, there's like, I don't know. All right, I met him because like I nabbed his wallet, and
Okay.
but he figured out it was me, which was kind of weird. So like I knew something was like going on with him, and so then like I got in touch with him because I don't know. There was like, I don't know, some weird stuff was happening. So I just wanted to like see if what this guy knew, and then he told me to like come meet with this other, you know, group that he had, and that like you're helping him find stuff, and like one of them would be mine, I guess, at some point. Like one of these things he find, like it's real weird, but like I mean, it sounded like he meant it, I guess. I don't know. I'm just trying to find out what's going on, I guess.
You might be with the right crew after all.
I mean, some of you, I guess, maybe. I don't know about.
But if we do run into this Paola woman, I don't know how to pronounce her name.
Paola.
What's her name? Paola.
Paola.
She's bad news. So
She's like part of another unit.
possibly, or she might just be working by herself.
So there's like a lot of people looking for all this old stuff.
apparently, we know of at least one. We know of another guy in town that kind of deals with, I don't want to say black market items, but with things that certain people want. So, yeah, it's kind of like anything else. If it's worth something to somebody, people are going to go after it.
Which, based on our last endeavor, I just can't believe this is just a cup.
Agreed.
You know it's not just a cup. Like there's no question in your mind. It wasn't just a brooch. Wasn't just a knife. This is not just a cup.
The Desh still can't fully admit that yet.
Okay.
He's inching that way, but he's still just, you know, it just.
Desh is of the world, but not of the world.
Very much so.
He is though, but he's just like, I don't. It's like standing in the stream and wishing it would go the other way. You know, sometimes you just have to swim.
So I guess the
So
last question for you, Hannah, is, so far a running thread here has been parents. Your parents?
I mean, yeah.
Are you adopted?
No.
Okay. Only reason I ask is because I mean Sylvia can tell you more and Bogey can tell you more, but you know, one of them, well, both of them didn't know their dads, so
I mean,
didn't know you fell into the same boat.
not like my parents are lame, but I don't know. They don't pay that much attention, I guess. I mean, sometimes they do.
Well, and I know off screen we didn't quite get to that part of the conversation, but
Yeah.
we had said that, like, so Bill does tell you whether or not you want to think about it or believe it, that they are not your parents.
Oh, that's
he didn't, but he didn't realize you didn't know that
right
in the conversation.
Yeah, and that's right. He told me that, and I was like,
What?
Okay, I don't.
That's
I mean, that.
well, no, I don't like them, but they're still my parents.
Yeah, like that doesn't seem right. Yeah, I mean, like Bill, that guy, like he doesn't know. I mean, he thinks something's up with them, and I don't know, but yeah, like, I mean, I don't know, they just don't get it.
Well, Peggle, and then we'll head out in a bit.
What?
You got like from a food place. You got like Peggle in your apartment. I love it. I'm not surprised.
Oh no, I was thinking about the ball game that you shoot like on Xbox and stuff like that.
Oh, gotcha. There,
Yeah.
as I recall, there was a game.
I've got one of those old timey Peggle. I mean, that
Yeah,
kind of
like
fits,
the
right?
triangular board, and you're trying to. That's what I thought we were talking about. That would make Hannah be like, these
That's
guys are
amazing.
super old.
Yeah.
No.
You break it out and we all get excited about it. And Hannah's like, what? And we're like, oh yeah, let's go.
No.
She
So
just walks out.
with a couple minutes right before we're about ready to leave, I'm just gonna walk back into my room and just grab the long case and just start walking out carrying my vest and just look and go.
Yep.
All right, well, let's go see Sylvia.
Yeah, and that's new. Like that wasn't in the apartment before, but it is a long case.
A long case, is that what you said?
It is, yeah, it's pretty long.
Like Desperado long case?
I don't know, Carter.
It's. I mean, it's not. I mean, it's like 5 feet.
That's pretty long.
Basically, I can fit it into the back seat. So, Hannah, just watch your feet. I'll put it underneath the back seat.
Like what is that?
Did that also arrive from your army friend?
This Dick's Sporting Goods.
No. Well, it doesn't look like a lacrosse stick.
Pool stick. Come on, where have we been hanging out? Most likely.
Wait, you like own your own pool stick?
You bought a pool stick?
Okay.
I mean, we spend so much damn time in Jill's. I mean, I figured I might as well start playing the game. Maybe win a few drinks back on base. I don't know.
Fair. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah.
All right, so that'll be around 4:00. Sylvia will have joined you at that point. And
you like
so
own
that'll
your own bowling ball too?
But at around 3:00, Bogey, you would have gotten everything you need, and you would be back at the auction house.
Perfect. All right,
So-
I'm just gonna be.
I mean, of course, but who currently are you going to be?
I'm gonna be So everybody's still out and about. So I'm gonna be one of those college kids.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead. You go ahead. Spend a point of momentum. I know you got add momentum. You have remove momentum. I assume you have remove.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Use momentum.
Yeah. Use momentum. So use 1 point of momentum.
Oh, there it is.
I'll take it off the
Almost like I
side.
planned for this.
Right. It's great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So yeah. So you use 1 point of momentum. And yeah, you're just one of the college kids. Like you're there. You brought your backpack because, of course, you came from school. I mean, naturally, like it's just when you had time. And yeah, there is a back room where you can go put your stuff. It's the same back room I described when Hannah went back there. So it's locked to go past that, but you can just put your stuff back there. There's a few other bags back there as well. But yeah, like they direct you to go ahead and greet people at the door for now. This person's leaving at this time, so it'll be perfect for the last hour.
Excellent. So I'm just gonna do that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I'm not like looking around or anything. I'm just going wherever I would be.
Right. Of course. You're just in the space.
Yeah.
And it's good. Like it's like you're welcoming people. You're ushering them in. Oh, the bathrooms are over there. Oh yeah, no, just head right up those stairs. Oh no one's allowed back there right now unless you're part of the staff or what have you. So just head up those stairs. You're blending right in.
Perfect.
No one would even notice you.
It feels like I'm in a dream.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like you're not even you, but you are you. But like if you were different than you are now. Well, you are
no.
before now.
That's not true. Yeah.
Right. Because you are who you are now.
Right. And who I am in this space is who I'm supposed to be.
And everybody understands.
Who I'm supposed to be is supposed to be here.
Exactly. Right.
Right. Which is where I need to be.
Right. So yeah, no, that's no problem. I mean, the guards are no chattier than when Sylvia tried to talk to him or Carter tried to talk to him. So you don't even talk to him. Like what? They don't want to talk. That's fine. Yeah, I mean, hey, they're there to do their thing. You're there to do your thing.
Yep.
They might be a little bit counter to each other, but that's okay.
I mean, that's how it is,
Yeah.
Like,
that's why they're there, right? Like, that gives them purpose.
And that's why I'm not there.
Exactly. Right. Because if you were there, it'd be no good. But you're there, so it's fine.
Exactly.
Good. All right. So, a little bit of time goes by. The shift is ending. It's getting closer to 4 o'clock.
All right. I feel like I should get changed then.
Okay. All right. So,
get cleaned up.
What are you changing into?
To a cleaner.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you get changed. You kind of switch over to some overalls if that's what you got, or slacks and a nice-ish shirt, but for cleaning. And you can go ahead and you are a cleaner. And you're there to clean. That's what you're there to do.
And that's gonna go on.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's other cleaners you can easily enough pick up, the direction of what we're supposed to be doing. They're a little surprised there's an extra person there, but they're glad for the help. That's one less thing that they have to do if they can get everybody to work together. Clean some toilets. So, it's the end of the day, and they don't really know you, so you get the shit job, literally or otherwise. But yeah, you're there cleaning. It's gonna take some time. Eventually, you do head upstairs to be able to vacuum the carpets up there as well and clean the windows and what have you. They want the full thing. This place needs to be spotless. Everybody's coming tomorrow for the auction.
Great. I'm gonna go along, clean up the floors, get all the apps and everything that have been left behind.
Right.
Get those picked up.
Right.
Dust bust tables.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I mean they're not gross. People aren't filthy, but they need some cleaning. So yeah, you clean them up. It's not really a big problem. As you're kind of watching out, as you're up there, and you can't help but notice because you're in the space. What you're just cleaning. It's not going to take you that much effort. and focus. And you do notice that some of the guards are helping. Some of the guards are still standing guard, even with the cleaning crew there, or maybe in part because the cleaning crew is there. So there's still 3 guards that are just standing guard on that second floor. The 4 others and a number of the staff are moving the items into that back room on the second floor.
Into the back room on the second floor.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So you can just like see through the elevator at this point?
So there's a wall, there's a door, and then in that back room is where you assume Hannah had described the elevator. So the elevator is not in this room; it's in the next room,
Okay.
presumably. And so far, the chalice has not been picked up and put away yet. They've moved probably about half the stuff by the time we get to this point in time where you're cleaning upstairs.
Okay. It doesn't look like there'd be any valid reason to go clean that separate room.
No. The head person, the head cleaner that is there, directs everybody, do this. I'll be back. I'm gonna go clean the back room. And like you offer, like, hey, do you want any help? Like, no. They only want one person back there at a time. Security reasons. They know me. I'm gonna go clean it.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna make any waves, so like, I'm just gonna keep on doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I do have. It looks like eventually I'm gonna need to switch over to security mode.
Okay.
I want to stay overnight.
Yeah, like if you wanted to stay overnight, you'd have to try to blend in as a security guard.
Right.
Okay.
Cell phone is blowing up this whole time, I assume.
Oh no, that's on.
Hope you have it
That's on
silenced.
silent.
Oh, of course it's on time.
D&D.
Yeah. So let's pause there for a second. So for everyone else, I mean, it gets to be 4 o'clock. You all arrive. You're hanging out. You're chatting. It gets to be 5 o'clock. I'm starting to get hungry, and like Bogey hasn't come out. So I'm not sure what you all may or may not do as it reaches 5 o'clock and Bogey has not returned. You've watched, the last of the college students leave. You haven't seen any guards leave. There hasn't been a ruckus. No police have shown up. So I mean, that's at least good. But Bogey has not left, or he's already not there. I don't know. You never saw him go in because he went in before you arrived.
Is Sylvia in the car with us now? Like, did she join us, or is she in a separate car?
I think she's in a separate car.
Okay.
That'd be a lot of people in one car. Yeah, and I'm just reading. I'm speed reading today. So trying to crush through some books.
Crush. That's only 12 books. You'll be fine.
So you guys
speed read.
I'll say hey, and then I'll just be reading in the car next to you.
How long do you think he's gonna be in there?
This is gonna sound stupid, but as long as it takes. I mean, you should have seen the way that he cleaned that frat house earlier.
That dude's a cleaner? Like, that's what... I wouldn't have guessed that.
He's more of a guide, but sure, he can be a cleaner. I don't know. He cleaned a house one time with Sylvia.
All right. Does he just do odd jobs then, or?
His actual job is he's a caver. He's a
guide.
He's a guide.
Kind of does like climbing expeditions and caving and stuff like that.
Okay, that kind of makes sense.
All right.
Yeah,
so-
I just need to like probably get home kind of soon, like before my parents get back.
Well,
Like I could leave again later, but like I should probably be there when they get back, just so.
okay. Well,
Gotta-
I know
Gotta
this
go
is
home to
probably-
dinner.
Yeah.
I know this is going to sound really odd, but maybe see if Sylvia can take you, because two guys dropping you off at your house is probably going to raise a little suspicion.
I mean, as long as we get there like before my parents do. It's,
Right.
It's fine.
Well, the Prius also doesn't stand out too much compared to my truck.
I mean, there aren't really a lot of Priuses in my neighborhood, but yeah, it's like, I mean, like it's okay, it's fine. I'll go talk to her, I guess. So,
I mean, Dash, how do you want to handle this?
I think we need to be here.
Or at least I do. So maybe see if Sylvia. So
all
see if
right.
Sylvia can give you a ride. If not, Dash, you can drive my truck. You can drive, right?
Yeah,
Okay, just checking.
but I'm not taking her home.
Yeah, good point.
Plus, that's not our job. You're
Yeah.
part of this unit. This is what you wanted. This is what we're doing.
Well, I mean, I didn't want to like do this exactly.
Neither did I. And yet here we are.
Okay, well, I guess like if you get it, cool, and if we're gonna come back later, like I'll get out. All right,
Good luck.
and it gets out of the truck.
Heads over to Sylvia's Prius, knocks on the window.
Hey,
Wait, I'm flipping pretty fast through pages. Roll the window. What's up? I'm
so
looking around, like to see if Bogey's out.
yeah, so
Right.
like I need to like get home pretty soon, like before my parents get there, and like I can like sneak out later if we have to like come back here, but I don't know, like they don't want to. Like Carter says he's got to stay here, and like Desh is kind of being an asshole about it. So they said I should probably like ask you for a ride home, but like if I can just, I can just like.
No, it's fine. I start moving stacks to the back seat. Where do you
All
live? I'll take you home.
Yep. So Sylvia will take Hannah home. So then back to Bogey. So 5 o'clock rolls around. You're cleaning, and I mean you probably have. There's probably another hour of cleaning. They want this place top to bottom. So sometime in that time, but probably at or before 6, you need to make your third costume change.
Okay. All right. So, in order to stay overnight, I'm gonna need to be security detail. Is that accurate?
That is accurate. Yeah, cleaning is not going to be overnight. Things will be clean before or
Right.
by 6 o'clock.
Okay. Yeah. So, time to time to make the change then.
Okay. So for this one,
Yeah.
as we discussed, like this was going to be a little bit harder because
Because it's
they're
too
all-
far from his natural state,
yeah, well,
and for
it's-
all the reasons.
and for all the reasons. And so one of the big reasons being that like this is a unit, one might call it, I guess. But this is a unit, and so most of them should be known. Maybe you can kind of work your way through, but Excuse me. But I mean, this is going to be a little bit harder. So let's start with just as a, you're in the bathroom checking yourself out. Like, do I look enough? Like, did I get the right things? Is this going to pass? So kind of basically your first check on yourself to get a sense of, do you think you could blend in if you were them and they were you, or not? I guess this could actually fit under culture. So I mean, I'd say culture or subterfuge. I know which one you're probably going to pick. And then I would actually say this could fit under presence or composure. And I'd say composure because it's going to take a lot of it, especially with the way that they are. They are clearly a very structured, composed group.
Okay. This is where it ends.
Ooh, well, good thing you had that 10 in there.
Almost a botch.
Yeah, you would have earned back your momentum. You would botched. Yeah, somebody kicks in the door and goes, hands behind your head. No, that'd be horrible. You looking yourself over. You feel like you're passing. You did an okay job. So I mean, you don't get the sense that anything you're looking at in the mirror would look out of place compared to the other people, but you also didn't necessarily get it so on the nail that, essentially you didn't get any enhancements, nothing
Right.
to give you a boost in the interactions you're going to have to do in order to pass as one of these guys and be able to not get caught and stay on the premises. So
Right.
you recognize you at least have a chance.
All right.
You don't know how good that chance is. You just know there is one. It'll depend
Well,
on
I just
the
need to
first
keep an
words
eye
that
on
come out of people's
cup,
mouths.
Because once that cup gets in the back room, then it's in the back room.
Got it. Sorry, I guess I should have made that clear. So it was around 5 o'clock when we had paused, and they were about halfway through moving stuff back. By the time that we would get to around 6 o'clock, it would be moved to the back room.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that. Because while you were cleaning, things are just being moved back there.
Right. When it does get moved to the back room, I'm going to send them a text that says that the goblet is in the back room now.
So you get that probably around 5:20.
So I'm not trying to get it. I'm trying to be around it, and if I can get it, then I'm supposed to have it. And if
It
I
all
can't
comes
get
in.
it, I'm not supposed to have it.
That's all in the text.
Well,
Yep, and we just sent our burglar home.
For dinner, man.
you had to go home to dinner, man.
Yeah. Gotta eat with the rents.
Well, maybe Sylvia will pick up the text and she'll turn around and bring her back.
Yeah, I mean this is probably about the time you're getting in the neighborhood.
I mean,
Jeez, Hannah, why are you stealing people's wallets?
I mean,
This place is gorgeous.
like my parents work a lot, and so like I don't know, it was just kind of fun.
Jeez. Alright, listen. Hold up. I'll read it and then I'll call Dash. Hold on a second. Because Hannah's not on the group text yet. Is that true?
No, I believe that is true. I don't think she's on the group text.
not
though.
from Bogey. Yeah.
Alright. Dash, what
Yeah.
what does this mean? What does he expect us to?
Oh, now it's over there.
Is that thunder?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm back. Wow,
Impressive.
I heard it over here.
Yeah, the storm's rolling through over top of me right now too.
Yeah.
It's like I heard the crash, and then 10 seconds later, somebody else gets it. That's pretty good.
That's cool.
I was like, man, Drew, your sound effects are incredible.
You know him better than we do. What do you think it means?
I mean, Hannah was just up there, but she gotta get home now.
Oh, all of a sudden you have a bleeding heart?
I mean, what do you mean?
Hannah's got to get home now. Bring her back. We need her.
I got a bleeding heart. I mean, when did you become heartless? Recently.
It's been a rough 6 weeks, man.
I mean, she's just a kid.
Then she shouldn't be with us.
You're probably right.
Well, then drop her off and get back here. We got things to do.
All right, yeah.
Click. I hang up.
All right, Bogey.
What's going on?
So yeah, go ahead. I mean, you heard her side of the conversation.
Bogey's inside, and he says it's in that back room now, but he doesn't have like a plan for us or anything. So,
Okay, so what's going on then?
I don't know. I'm gonna go back and we'll figure it out, and I don't know. Maybe I'll be in touch. We'll be in touch, I guess. But
Wait, are you like doing it right now?
I don't know. Probably not. Hopefully not. I don't know. I mean,
All right, let me leave a note or something. Trouble. All right, just give me a minute. I'll be right back.
Hannah runs inside and writes a note.
Yeah, I'll make up something about like decided to go see a movie with some friends. Like it, late movie.
Totally reasonable.
Yeah, like late movie. Don't wait up. Sorry, I missed dinner. See you in the morning. That kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. So I mean, a few minutes later, Hannah runs back out. You're back on the road.
All right, sorry, but like at least they will think I was here, I guess.
I mean, I'm sorry. I hope you whatever don't get in too much trouble.
Yeah, it'll probably be all right.
All right, head back.
Cool. All right. So yeah, Bogey. It's around 6 o'clock when you're looking in the mirror. Hannah and Sylvia, you'll probably get there. So that text was at like 5:20. You'll probably get there around this time, back to the parking lot. And I assume Desh and Carter, you're still just chilling.
Yeah, and it's starting.
Okay.
And right now we're just kind of hanging out in a dark car because it's starting to get dark out since we're in the middle of winter. So
Right.
about this time, it's starting to get. We're just kind of just two people in a car.
Just chilling.
Yep.
Yeah. So Bogey, yeah, you're looking at yourself in the mirror. You didn't do yourself any favors, but you didn't do yourself any harm. So what is your next step?
I'm just gonna go out and go to a spot that looks like I should be there on the second floor.
Okay. As you get up the stairs, and the last of the pieces are being put away. There are the 3 guards that were standing guard there. One is at the top of the stairs, and he puts his hand up. Who are you?
Oh, I'm John.
John. We didn't have anybody else coming tonight, so who are you?
What do you mean?
And he'll just stare at you.
I'm John. I was supposed to come for the night shift.
All right. John on the night shift. Go ahead, and you might not like it, but
Composure and deception. Here we go.
so I mean, it is, yeah, it's definitely going to be composure because you are working to maintain your composure, and persuasion. So I was going to say persuasion or subterfuge, but I'm assuming you're going to choose persuasion. This is an uncomfortable situation, so go ahead and take an enhancement for staying comfortable in a very uncomfortable situation and position.
Okay.
Yeah, so getting any success, this will give you an additional success.
Might as well burn that momentum. I mean,
And there is a momentum you can use to get an extra die.
Oh man.
I'm just speaking for the group.
Oh, and then we would get experience point for using up the momentum.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is all still within the same scene. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's been a while. Let me look
You
at
just have to use half your momentum available at any given time.
We only had
Oh,
2,
yeah.
and he used 1, so.
So I already checked that box.
And it has to be greater than 1, right? So,
Oh.
so it's half, but it has to be greater than 1. So spending the other one would cover it. Yes,
Would get us that experience.
it would get you that experience. So you might as well use it.
Man, I wasn't taking bogey for a power gamer, but man.
I mean, it's just more dice to fail with.
Right.
I can roll really well. Sometimes it happens.
You got to spend momentum to make momentum.
It's more
Yeah.
epic that way.
You seem
I wish we
skeptical.
could see Drew's face right now, but I'm pretty sure his picture is just, saying everything we need to know.
Oh, I can see Drew.
You can't see Drew?
No. Drew's just like his face. Like his
We got
You
the
can
eyeball.
hear him?
eyeball.
No.
Yeah, we hear him. I just can't see
I'm
him.
here.
I see him.
Oh, I
I see
haven't,
me.
I haven't been seeing him like this whole
it's
session.
Doing that, it's doing
I'm
that.
gonna do a
Oh.
refresh.
Hour
Oh,
and a half
no.
with an eyeball.
Yeah, I thought that's just what was happening.
No.
But I thought Drew was just having
Oh,
connection.
hey, Drew.
Hey.
Yeah, I thought you turned off your video because it was jumpy
Yeah.
earlier. And
Yeah.
Nah,
He did, but then he turned it back on.
Oh, I didn't know
Apparently, it didn't do that for everyone.
Nope.
so who had me? Just
I did.
Just Mike.
this is,
Oh,
Yep,
Mike.
see,
did
I
too.
told
I
you.
can see.
I told
Oh,
No ones.
you. 6 dice.
That's true.
wow.
That is very
6 dice, no
good.
successes.
It is very good that
Perfect.
you have no ones. I'm gonna.
Whoa, hang on, time out.
Oh.
He just rolled it straight.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
pretty good.
Saint
What about-
Yahtzee.
Mike.
What?
I mean, are we surprised?
Hey, compared to Mike's normal rolls, those are above average.
Was there like a big number in there somewhere?
Is there an 8?
There's your chance. Now he got
No.
successes. I was like, he could have botched,
Nah.
and that would have gone well for you because his failure would have been worse than yours. So first of all, go ahead and add a momentum back in because you failed,
Yeah. Good job,
And-
Mike.
and it's not an inconsequential failure.
No. No, it's not.
Good. And he'll push back the opening of his blazer, his jacket, and rest his hand on his gun and say, "You can go ahead and leave."
Man. I guess there's some sort of breakdown in communication, but I'll go. No need to get that out. And so
Can
I
I
just go
assume-
pick up. Hmm?
Yeah, I assume you immediately leave.
I grab my bag and go, yeah.
Okay, and he'll escort you out. There you go.
All right. Well, that made it further than I thought it would, even.
I mean, that was pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard when it's a 0. But yeah, it's very good. It's very good. It wasn't a botch. I don't know what I would have had happened.
It would have been quite negative.
It would definitely have been it would have been too. You would have gotten all your momentum back from the beginning of the session, which is pretty cool. But it wouldn't have been good.
Regenerating momentum.
Yeah, you got to spend momentum to make momentum. That was a net zero spend on momentum.
It's true.
It's good.
I mean, good would have been getting some successes.
That would have been better. That probably would have been a lot better. Okay, so Bogey comes out. Where are you going, Bogey? And he is watching you. So as you step out the door, he'll step out with you, and he's watching you wherever you go next.
All right, I'm just gonna leave and walk down the street.
Okay, yeah, and he'll watch you go until you disappear out of sight, and the guard will kind of look around, and then he'll head back inside.
Do we see this from the parking lot?
Yes. And this is at like 6:05.
Yes. So I don't know if Carter's still writing in his notebook, but I'll like reach over and like hit him like, hey. Like look up.
Guessing he'll be back. He will look up, and I assume the two of you, I guess the four of you in two different cars, you'll end up following after a little bit and go pick up Bogey.
I mean, if that's what Carter does, then yeah, I'm in the car, so I'll go with them.
It seems like that's what
All right.
Carter would do. I feel like he's done that in the past.
Okay.
Like, okay.
Then yeah.
But I mean, literally, he did that for, was it Sylvia and Bogey? Whoever broke into Philip's house. Yeah.
Yeah,
He was the getaway car
that went better.
That went better. I mean, there were no guards that helped.
Does.
So I assume Carter, was I assuming right that you would go pick up Bogey after he gets down the street?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Yeah.
Sorry about that, but yes.
No. Don't be. Nothing to be sorry about. I assume this plan was still to reconvene back at Carter and Desh's, eat some Greek food, and figure some things out.
Well, now that I brought Hannah from her, now that she's in trouble, I feel bad.
I mean,
As soon as Bogey starts coming out, I start swearing like, yeah.
Well, I'm guessing y'all probably weren't back too long.
No.
No,
Nobody
it
pulled up.
would have been 5 minutes.
Okay, y'all
They
pulled
got
up.
back at like 6.
What are we doing? And about that time, like
He's getting
yeah.
escorted out by
Bogey's getting
security.
escorted out.
Oh,
Looking like a security guard. Like he looks like a security guard being escorted by security.
All right. Who had that as their bingo slot?
I mean, did we think this was gonna go?
Seems about
I
like
mean-
what I thought was going to happen.
Not in handcuffs, at least.
And I mean, he was in there for a long time.
Yeah.
so
Like you all were waiting for a couple
Yeah.
hours, and
Yeah.
clearly he was in there before you got there.
we doing this now? We waiting? What?
Well, unless we're gonna bum rush this place.
Hannah, you still time to get you back, or you committed now?
What time is it now?
It's like 6:00.
Oh,
Your
no.
parents are home.
No. Yeah, I guess I'm just out for the night now, I guess.
All right. Sorry.
Well, I mean, as long as they don't get in touch with anybody's parents, I guess it'll be all right. They probably won't. I don't know.
You don't expect they would.
I mean, we got to do this tonight anyway, right? Like tomorrow is the auction, so here we are.
Assuming we don't just try and buy it, but yeah.
Like like my parents could probably afford it, but like I can't go spending their money on stuff like that. They'd get real weird about that, I'm sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see what these guys are thinking.
Okay. All right. But am I incorrect? Are you reconvening together to eat some Greek and
You're
talk
correct.
things out? Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So yeah, then we get back to Carter and Desh's place to eat and chat.
So how'd it go?
Well, it was going. I don't know. Like,
I think not good. Probably looks like not good.
well, I was there and it was like I was supposed to be there, but like I'm not a security guard, and I just couldn't make myself be one. The way that like being a concierge or being one of the cleaning staff was fine, but like being a security guard, I'm not a security guard. Like,
No, it's a shame we don't have somebody here that could pull off a security guard,
Yeah, like the one. I mean,
well,
or somebody who might be able to talk to people pretty well.
it
It's
was
a shame that we didn't know anything you were doing, so therefore we couldn't maybe have pulled this off
Well-
with you.
that guy who brought you out looked like a security guard, though.
so in the upstairs. There's what was there? 3 security guards.
There were 7 total. There were the 7 that were originally there. 4 of them were helping move stuff. 3 were still standing guard. With the cleaning crew there and everything.
While they were moving things.
Yeah, and even after they were moving, those 3 security guards were still standing there while they were finishing up moving things to the back room.
And what were the other 4 security guards doing at that point, aside from picking me out?
No, they were still moving things. So there were the 3 upstairs. One of them escorted you out. There were 4 more upstairs that were still moving a few things out. There were just a couple last things. As you were getting up the stairs, you look back. Okay, gotcha. There's like 3 or 4 more things. And then there were still the 2 security guards downstairs. But it was just
Okay.
the one that escorted you out.
All right. So I convey all of that. And so the only people that are left there are the security guards. If there was anybody else left there, it would have been fine.
Right. Yes. Yes. If.
So, Bogey, I'm just going to go ahead and ask this because we're all thinking it. At what point were you actually going to explain to us what you were going to try?
Well, I wasn't going to try anything.
Well, clearly,
Going
you
back
did.
in there is trying something.
No, that's just being in there.
Yes. So, at what point were you going to tell us that you were going to be in there?
I said that. I said that I was just going to go in.
Yes. But that
Yeah.
doesn't explain to us what go in there means.
What do you mean?
You didn't tell us why you needed to go get stuff. You didn't tell us what stuff you needed to get.
Well, I didn't know what I needed.
When you
I
came
didn't
back,
know
you
what I
didn't know.
needed
When
to
you came
get.
back, you didn't tell us what time you were coming back. We didn't know when you went in. We didn't know what you were doing while you were in there. So whatever you were being in there clearly wasn't useful for us. And
You
why
asked
do
me to be there to support you, and I had no idea. If I needed to go charging in there, guns blazing, I wasn't going to know it. I'm not going to do that, but if I had to,
I see that, but like I didn't know what. I knew I was supposed to be in there, but I didn't know why or what.
Sylvia, you speak better bogey than all of us here.
Yeah, this one's a bit harder.
But
Okay.
you know what I mean? Like you know how you were pulled on by that dagger, but like the situation just seemed like you needed to be in there.
Yeah, I remember the dagger. I mean, remember being stabbed by the dagger. I remember that if all of us hadn't been there together, I would be dead in a cave somewhere. Together. Together.
Yeah, but I wasn't in danger.
That you knew of.
No, everybody was fine. It was
Some of those guys are ex-military. If they perceive you as a threat, they're going to do whatever they have to secure that money. So you could have been tased or worse, shot.
That one guy that escorted me out did have a gun. But he only showed it to me. Like he wasn't like gonna like attack with it, you know?
Take a look. I got it. It's right here. You want to hold it? I like the way you put that.
Usually the showing comes right before the shooting, Bogey.
I think that if they're gonna shoot you, then they're just gonna shoot you. But if they're gonna show you, then they're just gonna show you.
Right. Well, yeah, no, I'm sorry, Bogey. I wasn't quite on board with this one. It made more sense in the wilderness than it does here.
I think that the wilderness makes more sense than here.
I think we might want to follow these guys' lead on this one.
I just thought that it was like a exploration, you know, like you explore.
No,
But it's not. It's not like that at all.
Yeah,
That's what we did earlier today. We explored. We knew it was there. We had a recon of the entire place. Then we were going to come back and talk about it like we said we were going to do.
But you know how when me and Sylvia went up the mountain and then we like walked with the wolves and we just like we went out there and then we found the path and Sylvia found the path and she walked it.
yeah, but this is different, man. This is like a guarded building. It's just not the same.
Well, it's a different place, but like there is a path in there.
No,
Man, you just like
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
your like lack of plan like didn't work out, and now Dash is like molding. He's super molding. So I think you gotta like cut it out with the B in there and the space stuff, man.
Molding.
Yeah, molding.
And Bogey, I hate to say it, but you did walk with wolves in there.
But now I have to look it
You
up.
don't know
What's molding?
what?
I don't know, but it is in the
It's-
Urban
he's molding.
Dictionary.
What is it in the Urban Dictionary?
all these dudes that are going to like Urban Dictionary and looking up molding.
Mad and
What
balding. I'm mad and balding.
Hey, you're like so mad you're balding. It's like a Twitch. It's like a Twitch chat thing.
I love it. I love it.
That's
That's
amazing.
perfect.
So, Bogey, here's the thing. We could have been behind whatever you were thinking, but we need to know. We had talked about a plan. We were texting it, and then next thing we know, you ghost us.
I just got pulled on that path. Like that pull was strong, but I didn't understand the nature of it.
All right.
So,
Well,
do you understand the nature now? Sorry, Sylvia. Go ahead. Finish your thought.
no, just like this is all great, but we still got to get the thing. Like we should start. I mean, we only got so much time.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
but if we plan something and then Bogey decides to walk down some path, and next thing you know, I mean, how can
No.
we trust at this point?
I don't know if
I'll
any of that
follow
was great.
directions. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if any of that was great either. So, yeah.
I mean,
All right.
Hannah had some. She found something today.
Yeah, I was gonna like tell you guys about it, but then like you went off to the store or whatever, and then like so we went to the library, which is like fine, whatever. If books are your thing, that's cool. But yeah, there's like you can just go up to like the elevator shaft, and it's real easy to get to like that back room, the second room on the second floor, like where they're storing the stuff.
And how many guards stayed back in that back room?
There weren't any guards in that back room. There were yeah, because like you had gone back there. Nope, they didn't seem too worried about that back room.
Which one are you? You're talking about first floor, Soup?
First floor, sorry.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, nobody's
talking second floor.
got it. Second floor, you don't know, and Hannah had only really gotten like a look in, but no idea like who would be in there, if there's a position for people to be in there. So no idea if people are in the second floor back room.
Well, I guess we have a couple options. We can either try to go the extra legal route and get this thing before the morning, or we take a chance at auction tomorrow.
I mean, do we want to just go like nab the thing and be done with it?
Here's the question: are you good enough to get past guards?
It seemed quite well.
Armed? Yes, they did.
So you just gotta not make sure that. I mean, you gotta make sure they don't see you.
Have you done something like this, Hannah? I mean, like this
seems very difficult.
I assume some guards will leave tonight. It's not going to be all them all night, but
Well,
also
things
figure some more
change.
doors get locked between now and then.
I mean, I've gotten into a lot of places.
I hate to say it, but things changed with Bogey walking down his path.
Yeah, I mean, they might be kind of on the lookout at this point.
Someone shows up in the middle of the night trying to get someplace that they're not supposed to even be.
Yeah, not great. He's not gonna help. But like,
Dash,
maybe we
your
can,
thoughts?
I mean,
Sorry,
maybe we
continue,
can still,
Hannah.
no, that's alright. I mean, maybe we can still get in there. I guess depends on what they're doing, but I'll have to scope it out first.
Is there a way that we could make some sort of distraction? Or would that just get their guard up in general?
Yeah,
Depends on the distraction, right?
Because there's a sort of distraction that would make them drop back to defend whatever they're defending, right? And that wouldn't be helpful. So it'd have to be the nuisance distraction that sort of makes them come out and, you know, see what the nuisance is.
I mean, unless they got enough people to do both those things.
Hmm.
I mean, first step's
Alright.
seeing if we can even get in there.
So more general, and I think Sylvia had asked it, and I think it's a good question. Are we going to try this tonight, or are we going to try to the auction tomorrow? Big picture. We can figure out little picture stuff later. And not us tonight, like in game
Yeah,
tonight.
the unit.
Vote.
I will go with wherever you guys want to go.
I missed the last 3 or 4 minutes of conversation. Was
Oh, no.
any
From the
lightning?
storm.
Ah,
Yeah, I've been in that
Oh man.
Uh-oh.
thing for me.
oh boy. It's almost midnight.
Yep.
It's almost midnight. His
Witching hour.
internet's about to go out.
Yep.
The big picture
It
question.
probably will. Yeah.
The big picture question was try a heist tonight or try to purchase tomorrow. Oh boy.
Or try a heist from the person that purchases it tomorrow.
Right.
Paula.
Bogey had abstained. Other
I think it'd
thoughts?
be extremely.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I said, I don't know. Their guard's probably up a little bit right now since they just had to kick somebody out. So it may be a little more difficult tonight.
I mean, we can always try it and then bail if it's not going to work out and do your like auction thing tomorrow, or chase down whoever this Paula person is who's going to buy it or whatever. I mean, we don't have to stick to it. If it goes sideways, we just leave.
And Bogey, actually, sorry, roll me belated or thinking back or what have you. Roll us an empathy plus composure.
Empathy and composure.
Yes. To kind of rate his reaction. So I mean, you had, my reaction, but to see if you can get a more in-depth sense of how this guard was reacting and treating you.
Okay.
Right, because like he escorted you out. But if there's anything more you can gain out of it.
Where was that earlier, sir?
Yeah.
I know. Because this one's somehow less important.
Of course.
Exactly, right.
The clutch rolls, I'm not gonna roll those. I'm not the one that rolls a 20 when the rest of the party's died and things like that.
You're no wig bit.
I'm not wig bet.
Oh, we may or may not get Johnny back.
He's got it.
We'll see.
So what something you recognize in that interaction is like a normal security guard would have just arrested you. This guy wasn't nonchalant about it, but it's almost as if it wasn't unexpected and it wasn't uncommon for someone to try and like come steal something.
Oh, so their guard was already up.
Yes, like their guard was already up, but it's also that sense of like they're good at their jobs. They know what they're doing. Nobody steals from this place. People have tried. This is just another nuisance. So you were much more of a nuisance to him than a threat, if that makes sense.
Okay, that does make sense.
Yeah.
I will convey that. So these guys are very good at their jobs, I think. I'm not just saying that because they caught me because I was doing it poorly, but they are very good at their jobs, and I think that maybe they engage in some extra legal activities with some regularity because I think that I should have been arrested there. Like after what you guys have said, then like the right call would have been to arrest me because I broke a law, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
But they didn't. They just said to go, which means that they don't want to arrest someone. You know? Like they don't want to do that, which means that they don't want to have the police involved in their business, which means that their business doesn't want to have the police around it.
That's like the first shit you said that made any sense.
And so like
Good job.
but like their guard was kind of already up, like they were anticipating, they weren't just working at night. They were working at night with the expectation that something would happen.
So tomorrow then, let's skip the.
Yeah, I don't think that there was ever like you said, there's no path here. Like there's no getting past them.
I mean, I thought whatever. You seem kind of confused about paths. You said there was a path in there, but there's no path.
Like maybe there was, but I think that like if I could have been them, that's the only way to get by them. But I don't think you can sneak by them because they're expecting somebody to sneak by them.
All right.
And so then they won't. And they thought I was sneaking by them when I was trying to be them because I wasn't them, so then I was sneaking by them. You know?
Did they think you were sneaking by them, or did they think you were just doing a bad job of being a security guard?
I'm not sure. Like if I was just doing a bad job being a security guard, then I guess that would be a good reason to send me along.
What does the universe tell you?
I mean, I don't know.
Oh.
Like that's the I didn't even know this was. I didn't realize about the confluence before I met all of them.
Maybe a little more. Maybe a little more cannabis will help you.
Man, like
So, it sounds like we're gonna try for the auction tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we
I know,
tried the
Johnny,
auction.
you had, I assume, ticked out for a bit there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Bogey kind of realized that these guys are really good at their job. He was a nuisance in being there. That's why they didn't even bother arresting him. Like, it wasn't unexpected for someone to try something like this. That's why they just escorted him out. Sorry, Drew, I think you were saying something.
Oh yeah, I didn't have Johnny for some reason, so
No.
got him now. I feel like we go for the auction, but maybe try and get something in transit as well. Maybe opportunity opens up for Hannah to get something in the back room while in transit, or before or after. If maybe we don't win the auction, maybe we still got a chance if we're all in position and know our roles.
Okay. I think that sounds pretty good. So in 2 weeks, we will find out how all that goes.
All right, so real
Right.
quick, since we're supposed to be watching a movie, what heist movie are we watching to get ourselves ready? I mean, Hannah said
Gotta
she was
do-
going to the movies, so
Right,
we
gotta do research tonight. You don't want to be a liar either.
was that
The Italian
Fat
job.
Five with the safe?
Italian job. That makes sense.
Because we're not going to
Very
win the
good.
auction, we're going to have to take it in transit. So
You could win the auction.
Do they still
We'll find out next time.
make heist movies? Is that a thing you people watch?
yeah,
What do you mean, you people?
Okay.
Fast and Furious
Boomers.
14.
That's 5.
Boomer.
Boomers. Boomers like heist movies. All right.
Wow.
I love it.
Isn't it past your bedtime?
I mean, yeah.
Mm,
Of course, for boomers, it's probably past their
It is.
bedtime.
Yeah, it's Europe. Way late.
it's yeah. I mean, it's like 7:30 or 8, but yeah.
Yeah, weren't you supposed to have dinner like 2.5 hours ago?
Yeah, but I was sitting in a parking lot.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for hanging out. We will be back next week to find out. I guess like what's gonna happen with traipsing about the world with the dragon head statue in tow.
That's right. Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
We'll just go to Valeas's realm, solve everything, and then solve another thing after that.
Yep. It'll be good. We're
Yeah.
gonna start knocking off all the big names.
Right.
It'll be great.
Yeah, we're going to head to the Blaze's realm, though, and I'm really excited about that.
So so check that out next week. And then 2 weeks we'll be back to see if this group can get like some old cup or whatever. All right. Have a good night, everybody, and we'll see you next week.
Good night.
Good night.
Yep.